That's my cue. Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday. Welcome to weekends. Welcome to the cozy weekend. Although, I'm pretty cozy on weekdays, too. I can't exactly make a big deal out of it. Is that copper I spy? I'm never going to make it to it. I never do. Make our way downtown and see how we do. How is everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope you slept well, or if it's afternoon or evening, I hope your day's living up to your expectations so far. 10 a.m. here. Good morning. We're getting a new intro. Maybe. Perhaps. Who's to say? How did your birthday dinner go? It was good. It was really nice. I did end up bringing Moose after all, and he did really well. I did come loaded with the finest Moose distractions to help keep him occupied during dinner. I had a pre-stuffed frozen Kong and one of his favorite chews. So, but hey, it worked. Worked good, and I think everybody enjoyed puppy time. Happy belated birthday! Why, thank you. Good evening at 6 p.m. from the Netherlands. Hope you are well. Good evening. Doing good. Doing good. Hazel on my screen, playing her level 9 warlock. That is precisely who you see. Why am I mean, this is a perfectly good angle. I've got the largest of shirts on, the warmest of sweatpants, a coffee that's like half full still, and I am level 9. I have two things that I need to do in WoW. Well, I have nothing that I need to do in WoW, it's a game. But I have two kind of projects that I want to do in WoW. One of them is just hardcore. And while I'm leveling my hunter, I am chicken and also really enjoying the warlock and kind of wanting another try at success with the warlock, because I felt it's not that the hunter's too easy, otherwise I wouldn't be too chicken to play it, but warlock is not as easy as I was initially anticipating, and now I feel like it's laid down a challenge that I must rise to meet. So I want to level my hardcore warlock because it's just so much fun, and I was going to do this anyway today. And then at some point in the next however long we have until season 3, I need to come to grips with my priest again and kind of relearn like the basics of the rotation and make sure my UI's all happy and maybe get her some gear, maybe do a couple of keys here and there. Nothing crazy, but I would like to kind of remember where I was on that priest. It's been a couple of expansions since that particular character has been a main, but she's been there before. She should know the drill. Master spell PI. Yeah, rest in peace. Kush Daddy, thank you for the 16-month resub. Good morning, Hazel and chat. Priest gameplay when? Eventually, at some point. I don't know when exactly. I don't know a lot of things in specifics. Plus, you can collect some rested XP on the hunter. This is true. Did you get birthday tiramisu? There was a lovely lemon icing cake from a local bakery that was really, really yummy. And dinner was really good too. I'm just happy whenever I get to eat my mom's cooking, because my mom's a really good cook, and because it's because she's just great and I like eating her yummy food. It'll come back quick. Can't wait to see Inksy get lots of love in season 3. Chris Lolly, thank you for the 5-month resub. Sperry74, thank you for the 4-month resub. Level 60 all the way, Hazel. Go get him. We're gonna try. I am going in the Wendigo Cave because I think I'm a high enough level to actually grind in here, and I want to kind of farm my level up a little bit before I move on to either other quests or another zone. The other thing I can do is I can go to Elwyn Forest. I can take the tram and I can go to Elwyn Forest and then just start doing like those low-level quests. And I'm probably going to do that, but I'd like to grind up a little bit more out here first. When I am in Elwyn, assuming that I'm past level 10, I can have the Voidwalker quest. And I would like to kind of, I don't know, I'd love to pick that up on my way through Stormwind instead of having to backtrack back. So I'm going to hang out for a while. We are a little worried about respawns, but we're not crazy worried because these are like level 6s and 7s. I am a level 9. There is a body on the floor. It's hot dog. Rest in pieces, hot dog. But I think that this cave will be a good place for me to grind out some humanoid XP. Which is the same as regular XP, except that humanoids drop like a little bit of copper directly, which is kind of nice. Plus, I can skin them. Plus, what else? No, is that it? That might be it. I might be able to find some copper in these caves, and maybe I'll be able to save. Oh, there's Fear's Ward. Rest in peace. I might be able to save some like level 6s or 7s that wander on in here. I am I guess maybe a little bit arrogant to think that I'm just, you know, now that I'm a lofty level 9, I can just crank on in here and be fine. But we'll find out. Oh, I need to run a prediction, actually. I need to run a prediction so that you guys, if you want to, can bet on whether or not today is the day that I die. And I'm going to be extra spicy and start this prediction genuinely while I'm in the Wendigo cave. Start a prediction. Start a prediction. Will the lock die today? 10 minutes to vote. Off and away. Best of luck to you. That hot dog is cooked. I agree. Dark Shore. Imagine if we got a new intro with Inksy strolling through the Emerald Dream. Just an idea. An idea. I think I have like an old Inksy intro that I could probably run in the meantime if I really wanted to. I have one of her in Borealis because that was the last expansion that I was her name was Hazel back then with a bunch of extra vowels in it, but that was the last time I was a gnome name. She's walking through the city. It's not a current city, but it is the right character. Her hair should be more or less the same. I am gonna... Ooh, there's a battered chest. I want to get the copper as well. Johnny Soros, thank you for the 45-month resub. Just watched the news video and saw you were maid swapping, doing the same thing, going from BM Hunter to Devastation Evoker. Oh, nice! You're gonna have so much fun. Evoker, even though I am ditching it, it's a wonderful class. You're gonna have so much fun. Warlock is indestructible. I was thinking about reasons why I think that Warlock is squishier than I originally figured it to be. And my logic... Oh, that's a rare. That's an elite rare. We're gonna dot him up. And we're gonna dump some mana on Shadow Bolts here. And that should pull mana back to me. Aggro back to me, which is good. Because then Nelkin can keep... Whoa! Living. How you guys feeling about that voting now? How many people believe in me? I did not notice that was an elite until I had pulled it. I got a silver bar out of that chest. Morning, Hazel in chat. Still super salty about the axe not being for druids in the Emerald Dream raid. That's fair. I totally thought it was gonna be a druid Lego too. I'm switching mains because I want to be a gnome priest again. And because I'm really sick of farming the Evoker Legendary. It just wouldn't drop for me. And I don't even want it to anymore. It didn't drop and it never will. And this way I get to feel like not like I won, but I'm leaving that grind behind on my own terms. Can I be brutally honest? You're making me want a main priest. Really? You got to play something that speaks to. But if things speak to you through me, just listen to your heart. Listen to the wind. Look at all this copper ore. I'm gonna be rich. I'm already pretty rich. I have 25 silver. I'm level 9. I have most of my abilities trained. I bought myself some gear actually. I went to Ironforge and I bought a Stam Spirit chest. I bought Int Spirit pants. I bought a curved dagger of Shadow Wrath, which I was pretty pleased with. It's just going to be +1 shadow spell damage, and apparently that's not really, even though I do have some shadow spells, it's not actually going to make that big of a difference, but it makes me feel cool. Wendigos are dangerous. I am also main swapping to this. Makes no sense for a legendary for druids to be in the Emerald Dream. Why would I even think it? Oh, I'm sorry. Nice for a couple tiers, and it's just a bank slot. Do what you enjoy. Yeah, I didn't even really... I mean, I can't say I didn't want it because I obviously wanted it, but I mostly wanted it just because I felt like it would feel worse to not have it next tier. You know, for this tier, we're done with the tier. I timed my 20s, I cleared the raid, I got my OTC, I got my Aberth achievement run done. That was pretty good. Happy with that. But it just, you know, I needed to push. I needed to be a priest again, and I needed something to give me a little push towards that. So there we go. How was your birthday dinner yesterday? It was lovely. It was wonderful. It was your birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. I am 31 now. It's no longer my birthday, but I woke up and I was having some coffee, and I'm still having the coffee, and I was thinking, you know what? It's okay that it's not my birthday anymore because my partner makes me feel really special every day. And it's really sweet. And I mean, I can make myself feel special too, but it's just extra nice. It's just extra nice. Happy belated birthday. More coffee, good idea. Woke up way too early. I ended up triple caffeining yesterday because I knew I needed to make a news video after stream and lunch and before I left for birthday dinner. And that's a pretty narrow window, especially for a procrastinator like me. And I was like, well, this is your only chance. You have to do this. So I had 2 bonus cups of tea on top of the normal morning coffee that I usually have. I figured I was just going to mainline some caffeine and just sit down and do it. It more or less worked. Is the legendary that hard to get, or are you just mega unlucky? It's a little bit of both, in that originally it was just a pretty low drop chance. It was just a random drop legendary. And then people rioted, and they decided to add some bad luck protection to heroic and mythic only. And I have been killing it on heroic ever since then, and I've seen more and more people get it as their bad luck protection stacks up. But it didn't drop for me. I never got the thing. And I guess I found out how long I wanted to farm for, so that's okay. I'm moving on. Am I moving on or am I going back? Who's to say? Emergency tea. I mean, it did the job. And they're smaller cups than they used to be. I used to drink tea. If I was going to have like a cup of black tea during the day, I used to drink it out of a enormous mug, like one of those Murloc mugs or my big BlizzCon one, like one of these, soup bowl bucket sized mugs of tea. And I've more recently scaled it down. I got myself a lovely little kind of English-style bone china teacup that's got some flowers on it. And that's like my teacup now. And it doesn't hold nearly as much. So 2 of those across, it's basically the same thing. Me, denial. I could stay in this cave all the live long day. I like that my imp yells at me. He just said, make yourself useful and help me out here. Napkin. I guess I could keep farming until such a time as my bags are full, which takes some doing because, I don't know if you know this, but I got 3 bags to drop. In Coldridge Valley, in the starting area, I had 3 separate 6-slot bag drops for me yesterday. So I have bag space for days. It's also, I think, a bit refreshing to play the Warlock and to, A, not have the bag slot be dedicated to the quiver. Secondly, not have another bag slot dedicated to just carrying around herbs and alchemy supplies. Because I've decided for professions in this character to just go straight in on mining and skinning and then just sell and or vendor depending on value. Sell and or vendor all the stuff that I get just to get more gold and then use the gold to buy greens. And then like supplies and whatever, use the gold to buy gear and elixirs and whatever it is that you need. And this way is so much kinder on my bag space. It is so much nicer. Because I can really like clean out my bags in town or like at the auction house. I can actually like get rid of basically everything, wipe it out, empty the whole thing. Because I'm going to have to carry around soul shards pretty soon. That's going to be something, but it's crafting professions always mean that you end up with like thread on you or like, you're carrying around a couple stacks of cloth or you have some bolts or there's just like stuff and there's not so much room for stuff right now. Tea tastes better if you drink it out of something pretty. I 100% agree. Minimap add-on to track your quests? Questy. Less bag slots when you start farming charts. Yeah, but I think I'll be okay. I think that when I was playing my Warlock last time, I was only carrying like 2 bonus soul shards. I guess I'll also have a bag slot for like my healthstone. But as long as you have a soul shard handy to recreate your healthstone if you use it, or to resummon your Voidwalker if it dies, you'll have some time to get some more of them. I don't feel a need to carry around like 20 of them. I'm certainly, you can't use soulstone, so there's one healthstone related thing that's completely not a problem. That is a armor scroll. I currently have 7 minutes of one of those left. I had one drop that I popped, so I'm just gonna hold that and then use it after this expires. Another person at 60 on Skull Rock. Yeah, I keep seeing them. They're happening more often now. I think there's like like the class of the careful people that have been playing pretty consistently, but also stopping to like eat and sleep and stuff. People have been digging 60 over time, and it just makes me think that could be me. It's less likely to be me if I keep switching characters, but what do you do? Hazel and Chet, hello Saga, good afternoon or evening. Good morning, Hazel and Chet, good morning, Anastalock. I'm pretty happy farming Wendigos. I'm cozy. They don't drop any cloth, but that's okay. I'm getting leather out of them. Do they not drop any cloth? Actually, should I double check that? They don't drop any cloth. Also, can I put that cloak on? I can. That Wendigo fur cloak is an upgrade. The trolls in this zone will drop some cloth, but the trolls are also kind of sketchy. They have they have casters, and those casters kind of hurt. So we're gonna take it easy on those. 4 more levels, and I have a new personal best. Nice. Not sure when 6 p.m. would be considered. Technically evening. In my brain, anything after 5 is evening. I feel like 4:59, 5 p.m. Or what is that, like 17 o'clock for 24-hour time. That's kind of where afternoon turns into evening for me. But that might be different depending on where you live. I'm sure that they're in climates where daylight lasts longer than that consistently all year round and not just in the summertime. Somebody might think that like 5 or 6 is afternoon. Given that bedtime's usually 4 a.m. Actually, Avery, thank you for the 2-month resub. And Moon Tiger with a 6-month resub. Thank you very much, guys. Happy half a year. I want... Oh, that's an even better cloak. More armor. More armor, good. Some bracers that I can vendor. I got 8 slots left. I'm pretty... Actually, you know what? I could probably farm in this cave until level 10 pretty reasonably. Because the other quests that I have out here are harder and more dangerous. I feel like this is actually the safest place for me to be grinding. My bags will eventually fill up, but I could probably look through and find different things that aren't worth as much to delete and free up some space. Like a pair of gloves or something, I don't know. This flimsy chain cloak, that's only 7 copper, I don't need that. Oh, I got a pattern. It's 30 copper, that's just vendor trash, nobody wants that. I got very excited the first couple of times that I had patterns drop, and I've come to realize that unless it specifically bridges like a training gap in somebody leveling their profession, no one really wants like a red robe over like a regular one. It's not, fashion's not first on a lot of minds here. We just got the Tobias, the dog pet in retail for the secret stuff. He is adorable in every way. In the UK winter, evening starts at 12 p.m. New profession achievements in 10.17? Yeah. I remember when they first were data mined, and Wowhead had posted about them. I had made the mistake, admittedly a mistake, of reading the Wowhead comments on, and people were like, not everybody, I'm sure some people were like, neat. But a lot of people were like foaming mad about these profession achievements for doing things, and I couldn't even really figure out why. But maybe it's just because I'm not as invested in like achievement numbers or like achievement and completionism. It does seem also like a lot of those achievements, if not all of them, apply retroactively. Like I got a bunch of them just when I logged in, so it seems pretty harmless. Supermess still around? They stop by every now and then. Their Twitch name is now Currents. They've name changed. Surely people would never get mad over changes to WoW. Never. Yeah, I should probably, I can tag the Skull Rock in for hardcore. I did not expect that I would still be playing hardcore this long after. I thought for sure that when I tried hardcore, I was gonna get to level 6, die spectacularly, and then just like move on with my life. I thought that was gonna be the end of it. I was just gonna go back to retail and go, well, we tried. There it is. But, no, can't stop, won't stop. Happy birthday. 6 copper, I don't need that. I have 2 minutes left on my armor scroll before I can pop another one of those. And, oh, sneaky, they hide these. You can change your Twitch name? You can change your Twitch name. I believe it has some kind of an internal cooldown. Like, you can't do it all the time, but you certainly can do it. Dream surges seem boring. Rewards are okay, not that exciting. I think they're fine. They're just they're not that relevant unless you are kind of catch-up gearing. They're more relevant to like a fresh alt that's looking to get some gear. And then there's some cosmetics that look quite nice as well. I do want to grind out the coalescence to get the toys and the mount and the pets. My hardcore character dies, move it to a normal run, but I won't try hardcore again. Once is enough for me. I made a stream deck button for the... Oh, I found a chest for the hunter thing. My hunter is okay. She is a-okay. I'm just I have a short attention span. Oh, my bags are starting to fill up though. Oh, but there's more copper down there. Although I guess the copper is one of the things that is making my bag start to fill up. I just feel like I'm gonna get so much gold out of all of this. Pets are nice as usual. Cheddar's name made me giggle. Got the Tobias pet. Both of the mounts from the Dream Surge yesterday. Nice. I was glad that the items that you combine to make the other mount from Dream Surges, not the vendor one, they seem to drop pretty readily. My priest has a decent chunk of them. And I don't remember doing anything crazy. So it seems reasonable. I'm happy with that. I really want a Voidwalker, but I don't know if I'll get there today. Especially if I'm like taking it easy and playing safe. I need to remind myself that I'm not in a hurry. It's not a race. If it was a race, then switching characters was certainly the wrong move. Glad it's not like the Forbidden Reach slime needing 50. Yeah. I did finish that one. I still need to go get Cobrocks. I have a lot of collecting to do. I think that the last patch of Dragonflight is going to be kind of my... Assuming that I'm unaddicted to hardcore by then, because who really knows? But if that's the case, the last patch of Dragonflight is going to be very collecting heavy for me, because there's a lot of grinds, particularly in the Zeralite Caverns. But there's a lot of just open world farms. Even some pretty like early Dragonflight stuff. Like I never got the Divine Breath of Onara mount. I have one of the 3 items from the dungeon. And then I just like stopped farming it. And by the end of the expansion, you can probably do that pretty easily. Hardcore grinding is a suitable Saturday replacement for Nighthold. I forgot that Saturday was our Nighthold day. The brain shelf gets cleared out so quickly. It was going to be a mount farm. I mean, this is sort of a mount farm if you consider that if we get to 40, we can get a Dreadsteed mount. Good morning. How was the rest of your birthday? Good morning, honey bun. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Thanks. I was gifted some crafting sets. I have a wool felting kit where I can learn to wool felt and I can make a humpback whale, and then a crochet amigurumi kit. So I think it's finally time in my life. I don't know exactly when, but it's time in my life for me to learn how to crochet. The day came. Can't wait to see what you make. I think that as the weather starts to get chillier, and as Moose's time requirements taper off mildly, I may have some more crafting in my future. I also have some cross-stitching that I would like to do. But I'm a bit nervous to cross-stitch around the puppy. And I'm also a bit addicted to WoW. I could do this all day. Did your mom give you any soaps yesterday? No. No, she made a really yummy dinner. I rage quit crochet at the beginning. I think I can probably learn it if I take a bunch of deep breaths and I take my time. I know how to knit to some extent, and I can usually pick up fiber arty things, not to like a crazy degree of competence, but I can usually do the basic stitches. Embroidery came pretty easily to me, relatively speaking. It's just kind of a practice thing. But, you know, there's no use in me getting too cocky before I've even started. Crocheting easier than knitting. That's what people were telling me. The kit's very cute. It's to make an amigurumi, like a little gray kitty cat kind of crochet plush sort of situation, and I think that's really sweet. It kind of looks like Kira, but without the stripes. I have no bag slots left, so maybe this is, well, I have like 3.5 bars of experience. Maybe we go through and we try and figure out what we want to delete. This only vendors for 10 copper. 10 copper is not really worth keeping. Cragboar rib. Not getting any more of those in here. It's the stage of farming where you're trying to... Your bags are full and you're now trying to increase their overall value while having no additional slots available. Ruined pelts, not so much. That's like 21 copper. Rabbit's foot, that could go. Can't knit, but I can crochet. I also rage quit knitting, so I may be the problem. The trouble that I had with knitting was mostly a lack of, it was counting problems. And don't get me wrong, I am a grown-up. I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Told you. But whenever a knitting project involves a lot of like gaining or losing stitches and casting on and casting off and basically making anything that's not a rectangle, I kind of struggled with that. I had a hard time, even with like stitch counters, there's tools you can get, but like I had a hard time just managing the correct number of stitches at any given time, or like remembering where I was, remembering like when I was ribbing, should I be knitting or purling a given row, would throw me off sometimes more than it probably should have done. Name every number. I have a better time knitting in the round because there's no turning involved. Yeah, I've heard good things about that. I've never tried it myself. What else can I... That's 49 copper, 38 copper, 33, 28. No, we can drop that. The rough stone is actually not worth all that much either. That's 30. Those are just 21. Are those an upgrade? I'm wearing frayed gloves with 4 armor. Those are an upgrade. I'm going to put those on, actually. There we go. What else? Tough jerky, that can go. We don't need that. What's that? 14 copper. Patchwork army. Nope, 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 nope. I do hammocks for my rats like that. I once tried to knit myself a tea cozy, and I was knitting it in a way that it would have gaps for the, I was knitting it in a way that I would have gaps for my, the spout and the handle. But I made them like way too big, and it was like a basketball tank top for my teapot. It had like huge gaping, and you know, it wasn't good. It wasn't flattering. My teapot did not look ready to party. How do you get a wand so early? You can equip a lesser magic wand from enchanters as low as level 5, and you can buy them off the auction house. It's usually somewhere in the 6 silver range, approximately, depending on how things, like 6 to 7 silver. So I ground out the silver with skinning. I ground out the silver with just skinning and questing and farming, and then I went to Ironforge and I just bought one. I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get the next one for level 13. Good morning, Hazel. Happy Warlock Redemption. Good morning, Punctualis. A craft kit as a kid. One item was to learn to knit. Thought I was doing good, then hit a snag, missed a step, rage quit too. Knitting can be especially tilting, I found, because if you miss, like if you drop a stitch and you end up with like a hole, and then you keep going, or like you've lost, like, you can be quite far along before you notice what's happened, and then your option is to either undo all of your progress and fix it, or like try and find a way to just like cheese it back together. And unraveling was always very frustrating, because it sucks to feel like you put in a bunch of work, and because of one mistake you made half an hour ago, you've ruined all of it. Just commit to the mistake. Yeah, that was my style as well. I was a queen of finding ways. Oh, that rare's up again. Queen of finding ways to here. Let's try fearing him for once in my life. Okay. What do we get? When to go for a cloak again? To use, like, to sew holes together, or to, like, just make other strategies, basically, to fix that. Why do these kobolds have so few ears? So, there's some workplace hazards in that mine. Gave myself a challenge, now I'm double knitting a long scarf with Star Wars motif in black and white. Oh, nice. Star Wars Fair Isle pattern that I need to start. That sounds super, super fun. I'm excited to see if I can do the crochet. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna try. I don't have a huge opening on my schedule of this well. Can I really say that when I'm sitting here playing WoW? Yeah, no, my schedule's packed. We're busy. I'm almost level 10. Another malachite. Don't need the jerky. Guinevere, thank you for the 7-month resub. You do something different with your hair? Not recently. I dyed it pink at some point. And then I did that a few more times. It's getting pretty faded now, so it's in its between pink and dirty blonde stage. After a while, I will probably shave it short again and then relighten it and then repink it. I bought like an Amazon brand of pink dye that I'm gonna try and see if it sticks any better, because this one releases from my hair pretty fast. But I also just have high porosity hair. Hazel, you're working, not just playing. Thank you. You're right. Get to work, Hazel. You've got wanting to do. I'm gonna be so rich. Too scared to do hardcore? Hated if I died, had to start over. Too scared to do dungeons? Oh, I'm committing to too scared to do dungeons. I'm just not gonna do them. I am an outdoor world person. Although I will say that far more people die outdoors in the world than in dungeons. It seems like if you are smart and safe about it, dungeons are actually not the most dangerous place to be. I would say the most dangerous place to be is outdoors in a camp that involves humanoids that include casters. That seems to be what takes out more people than anything else, because they respawn, they're tight together, you aggro more than you expect to, and the casters have range, and casted spells off of trash smoke like really hard. And it's difficult to pull those kind of packs safely, so that seems to be what gets a lot of people. That was what my death was too. Humanoids. Alright, level 10, let's go. Shall I leave this place and sort out my poor bags? Do I wanna... I don't think I'm gonna stay here to grind another level. I could. These things are still green. It would be quite a bit though. Let's go back and sort out our bags and see if we're rich. See if we can get any good gear.
What can I do for you?
That's Gray's. Do you think I could really sell that sword for 5 silver? It's a white quality. Well, it's a one-hander. I don't know if I really want to bother, but like, maybe. I don't know. The skinning knife I have to keep. These we vendor. That we vendor. The leather scraps is all vendor. And honestly, the light leather as well. It just doesn't... I'm skinning it mostly to vendor it. It doesn't auction for quite enough to make it worth posting it. But it vendors for so much that like I'm happy with it. That's vendor trash. That I will sell. That I will vendor. That I will cook. How we feeling? What about the simple dagger? That I will try to sell actually, because that is a pretty high auction value. That makes me think that's like a good early rogue dagger. So we'll try and post that and see if anybody bites.
Safe travel.
I have 2 wolf meat I can cook. Cooking is the main thing that I'm crafting with on Azel. I'm afraid of DC. That happens way too often to me. That would really stress me out. I'm lucky that, and knock on wood, but my internet connection is usually pretty stable. Worst thing that usually happens to me is my stream will drop some frames. But half the time that's not even my internet. I just did something stupid with my computer. I'm going to Ironforge. These are all perfectly good quests, but I think I might come back and work on them later. We're gonna go to Ironforge. We're gonna go shopping. We're gonna post up some copper. We're gonna see what we can buy to wear. And then we're going to take the tram to Elwyn Forest. Also, I need to get some skinning training. My skinning is capped. I'm skinning 75, so we can upgrade that. We go to Elwyn Forest, pick up some low-level quests there, and see about grinding until I feel comfy making a shot at the Voidwalker mount. Because there should be a quest there for that. I will eventually come back here and do these quests, I think, as well. But for now, I'm interested in trying a new zone. Off and away. I made a hunter command just in case it comes up. It won't sell. What? no fun. Lost a level 14 to a DC. Oh, that sucks. Gotta go to Stormwind for the Voidwalker quest. Yep. And I don't think I'm gonna try it until like 12. I was 13 last time I tried it, and that was pretty safe. But it's a spicy pull, and you can't count on there being other people around to help you. There might be other people around to help you, but you can't count on it. I believe it's gonna sell. I'm willing to bet the deposit to find out if it sells. I think that low-level gear is slowly becoming more and more saleable as more people are kind of accumulating gold. Like, some people will send their gold back to a bank vault while they're leveling so that if they do die, they start a new character. That new character has more gold to start with. And those people are pushing up the price and the sale rate on these low-level, like these super low-level whites and greens that they want to wear, you know, for like the really early levels. I have sold more things that I didn't think that I would, and I think because people are starting to have more gold at those low levels from previous adventures. It will only sell because someone will see your name. You have a very flattering and potentially false impression of how famous I am. That's sweet though, thank you. Finally moved into college. Did Elwyn die? Oh, congrats on your move. I hope your accommodations serve you well. I need to pick a talent point. I do want to do this eventually. Yeah, I do. We're gonna lean in on this first. I will go back and do some of those corruption points, but not right away. Bless Auctionator. I cannot use the classic auction house without it. Holy moly. Okay, alright. I want to see... Well, first of all, what are the greater magic wands going for? Here, let's go into the shopping tab. Greater magic wands, 15 silver, approximately. 15 to 16 silver, so I don't need to have it just yet. I can't equip it until level 13. But I just want to kind of keep that in mind for when I'm getting close to that level. Let's take a look at armor, cloth. I want usable uncommon items, and I want to sort them by level. So things are going to be an upgrade, but I also want to kind of keep an eye out for cheap items that people might be making in while leveling their crafting. So it looks like this is all level 10. I can get like a really cheap pair of cloth boots that have 2 int and a stam on them for like 9 silver, so we'll do that for sure. Those were like really cheap. There's also, I guess, agi int boots that are for 9 silver, but I'll take the cloth barbaric ones. Any bracers? Holy Wrath. Eagle, 15 silver for eagle. Yeah, I would pay 15 silver for eagle bracers. That's a good bet. Gloves. Barbaric cloth gloves. Yeah, people make this kind of thing. Strength, stam spirit. People make this kind of thing while they're leveling. I mean, stam, but no, it's too expensive. I'm also running low, and I'm gonna need to save some amount of silver for my oh, that's nice actually. I mean, I could also see... What's a rat cloth cloak? 15 silver, 2 stam. 8 silver, 2 stam. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and then I'll save the rest of my silver for training and stuff. New prediction. Will the one-hander sell? There's the dagger and then there's the sword. I think the dagger's more likely to go than the sword, but it's kind of hard to say. Alright, we're throwing on, so we got an extra 2 stam from that. This is one thing that I definitely did not do in like my first 2 characters, was just regularly shopping for greens. I was not really bothering before, and it makes a huge difference. And then we can go stop by and get some skinning training. I'm not ready for mining training, I'm sure. My mining skill's got to be like 9, but skinning we can certainly train. Why have I done this? Why have I gone here? I guess I wanted to sell my old gear.
Hi.
We can do that.
Watch your back.
There's no door. There's no door. Talking about professions, blacksmithing started paying off for the first time in 20 years of WoW history. On retail? Or in classic? Hazel's a streamer. It's obvious that she is secretly a billionaire who owns half of Canada. If I was a secret... I don't think I would be a good secret billionaire. Because it would be hard to keep it a secret, because you guys would be like, how does she have the money for all of these cats? How on earth is she feeding and getting vet care for all of these cats? There was a prediction. It was up for 10 minutes at the start of the stream. We have, I think, anyway, let me see. Did anybody vote on it? Yeah. JG Britt voted that I was invincible. Thanks for the belief, JG. I want, yeah, here, this is where we do the skinning training. It'll be nice to go to Elwyn Forest. It's a slightly more busy place to be, but it also, it's nice and bright, you know, looks a little warmer. She's on vacation. I don't know how I expect to live when I can't even walk through a door. Billionaire with a baby hippo pet. Made bank my prediction yesterday. At what level did I do the wetlands run? My 25. 25! And I haven't even gone all the way through wetlands. I just basically went to the wetlands and started leveling there. I haven't gone through to the rest of the Eastern Kingdoms of my Night Elf yet. But at 25, you like over-level the quests and the Crocolisks. Like you could do the run very easily without anything aggroing you. I think that would be overkill if you were just leveling to do the run, but it was pretty easy to get to 25 with like Ashenvale and Stone Talon and then like Darkshore stuff. You can stay there for a long time. You don't have to, but I did. Okay, we've got Journeyman Skinning. I have 9 silver left, which is good. We can hang on to some. Oh, I need a Warlock Trainer. The Warlock Trainer is there. They're gonna send me to the Slaughtered Lamb. Oh, that's okay. They can send me to the Slaughtered Lamb. I'm grinded. I would hope if you own most of Canada, you would lower my rent, please. Yeah, I have never really had any desire to be a politician because I don't actually like it. It's nice to sometimes daydream about, man, if I was in charge, I would fix this, and then I think, well, how? And there's like some real thorny problems that I would have no good ideas on how to improve. But that would be a good one. It is too expensive. Maybe there's a cooldown when you win. Retail feels more dead. 8 hours, can't find a key group. I don't know. I haven't tried looking for keys recently. It could also be could be like, I don't know. It's officially Saturday. At a guess, what achievements do you think we would need for the 10.2 Pathfinder achievement? I would assume, I mean, the safe bet for Pathfinder is that, what did they do for the most recent one? Questing and campaign achievements and then exploration achievements. But just like regular ones, right? It's kind of hard to say. You want to send me into Black Fathom Deeps, and I do not want to do that. I don't care if it's going to give me a ring. We're dropping that. I'm not doing that. Regular Warlock. Hey! I need Drain Soul. I want a new rank of Demon Skin. Hang on, Healthstone. That's important. And then the new rank of Demon Skin. I also want the new rank of Immolate, but I'm broke now. I'm out of silver until my copper ore sells, so we're gonna have to hold off on that for the moment. Maybe upstairs? Or that's his quest. Next door.
Greetings.
Dark Artist, thank you very much for the brandy sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I'll get the achievement. I don't think that I'm going to personally be doing old flying in the Dragon Isles, but I'm really excited for it because I know a lot of people really want it. And it'll make the Dragon Isles like a much nicer place to be for a lot of people. I think that if you're happy dragon riding, then there's no real reason that you would need to switch back, but it's just kind of an option for people that want it. I hope the achievement isn't free. I want to know how many people really want a static flying dragonflight. I hope it's like free adjacent. I mean, I guess we could just look it up. Somebody was saying that it's on the requirements are on Wowhead for it. But I would let's stop speculating and just read it. We don't need to guess apparently if it's a known entity. Wowhead, Pathfinder. It's a lot of scrolling. Here, let's Google. This achievement is not fully implemented in the PTR, but has the following requirements currently. Here, let's react, shall we? Okay. A. Finish all Dragonflight main storylines. Waking Hope, Honor Roll, Azure Spanner, just don't ask me to spell it, and Embers of Neltharians. So the questing campaign achievements for the 5 zones, including Zerlite Caverns. Explore all Dragonflight zones. Zerlite Caverns, New Zone, Original Zone, and reach Renown 15 with all Dragonflight factions, including the new one, the Dream Wardens. And that's what it is so far. That seems reasonable. That seems... I'm good with that. Yeah. I don't want it to be hard to get because it's not like a... It's kind of a quality of life thing. I would have been fine if they had just turned it on for free, but I think if they're going to put it on an achievement, that's a reasonable one to do. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. Wait for me. Oh, I made it. Haven't you already done 90% of it? I think I probably must have. I think I would make... I mean, I should double check. That's a good thing to take a look at, but I imagine I have. I wonder if they're going to stick a mount on it. Often they do, often they will do mounts for Pathfinder. Wonder if the new renown will be time gated? I'm assuming it would be sort of a similar situation to our current renowns. Was the Niffin renown time gated, or was it just, I know that with the other renowns it was largely time gated, but you could farm out the turn-in items if you really wanted to, but for the most part you just kind of wanted to do like your world quests and your activities. Decided to give hardcore one more try. Made it paladin. Liking it. Already hit 12. Cautiously optimistic. Name of the achievement? Let me double check. Dragonflight Pathfinder? Something like that. Yeah. I don't think it had like a super fancy name. Dragon Isles Pathfinder. Alright. Stormwind. Here I come. We're going into the Slaughtered Lamb first. We'll pick up the Voidwalker quest. We'll acquire it. Well, we won't make any promises though. So I have 4 quests in Questy right now. I guess 3 of them are done Moreau still. We can hold on to those. We can pick them back. We can get back to that later. Just the main factions. No Kobold Assembly. No what are the other minor factions? You don't need like the Snail Rep or anything like that. Just the big renowns. And it was just renown 15 too, so not even like finishing them necessarily. Is there anything else I want to pick? I mean, I'm broke. I was going to say, is there anything else I want to pick up while I'm here? But it's not like I can just go grab weapon training because I spent all of my silver. I made a good chunk of it and then I spent all of it. So I'm good to go. However, I am happy with my armor and gear and stuff. Do I want to use any more? Yeah, let's put one of these armor kits that I bought. I decided to carry in just like a stack of the light armor kits because it seemed pretty cheap to do. And that way I can boost up the armor a little bit of this armor. Especially because I'm a clothy, so I don't have a ton of armor value to begin with. Max Snail Rep should be required. No shot that I'm getting 15 with all of them? You don't think so? I like doing the renowns. The Niffin one really kind of like came and went. I don't remember. I mean, I guess I mostly got my Niffin rep from... Oh, what's your Voidwalker name? Clathak. I mostly got my Niffin renown from Researchers Under Fire, I want to say. That was a lot of where my Niffin rep came from. Stayed with the Niffin, got the Sniffin Seeker title. I feel like Zarelike Caverns is going to be more fun later on, kind of after the fact. Do I want to set my hearth here? Kind of want to set my hearth here. Because otherwise I'm going to be like hearthing all the way back. Yeah, let's just do a Stormwind hearth for now.
Travels.
We can always take the tram. One thing that Hunter definitely has up over Warlock is movement speed. Once you get to 20 on a Hunter, which admittedly takes some doing, but if you can get to level 20 and you get Aspect of the Cheetah, you're so fast. And Druid is many things, but speedy is not one of them. Okay. Wow, Slaughtered Lamb's all the way back there. Oh, I never ate my buff food. I should have eaten my stam food before I went into the Wendigo cave. That would have been smart. I'm so slow. I just need to be less impatient. I just need to deep breath, you know, uncrinkle all the joints and enjoy the journey. I was reading the instruction sheet this morning for that wool felting kit that I got for my birthday. And on one of the instructions, it was like, if your shoulders start to tense up, put it down, take a deep breath, and go pour yourself a cup of tea. And I thought, what if I don't like tea? I mean, I do like tea. You read me like a book, but how dare you assume? Don't tell me not to tense. I'll tell me not to tense. I have issues. See, tea's always the answer. Got the last Argus World Boss mount, the Acid Belcher, just wouldn't drop for years. It's your favorite tea? It's very situational. I like a good English breakfast tea for like a nice strong afternoon cup of tea, but I also love lots of different herbal teas and oolong teas and green teas and pu'er teas. And I don't know if I have a favorite. I can't pick. It's too hard.
Hey there.
What?
For the Alliance. Have a good one.
There we go. So, we now have the option to go get the Voidwalker thing. Although, the nice thing about trying to overlevel it before you even do this first part of the quest is that you are more likely to survive the second part of the quest. There's nothing more well, there's a lot of heartbreaking things, but there's nothing more heartbreaking in hardcore than seeing a Warlock literally die to their own Voidwalker minion that they summoned during the quest. Because they were so close. Like, you get a big safety jump when you get your Voidwalker because you just take so much damage just eating hits to the face as a Clothy on Warlock early before you have anything that can tank for you. Unless you're, like, grouped up or anything. Alright. So, let's go into Elwyn. Let's pick up a bunch of quests and poke around and maybe do some... Like, the Kobold mine might be good if we can get enough tags to make some progress in there. As a level 10, we should be relatively safe for that. Seen a couple of those occur. I think that not all of them are the Warlock quest because Voidwalker minions inside, for Horde at least, Voidwalker minions inside of the Burning Blade Cave, Skull Rock, those are very dangerous. And they also appear in Darkshore. There's like there's Voidwalker minions in like a demon area, and they you wouldn't, depending on the zone that they died in, you might not know, but if they died in Stormwind, then yeah, their class quest just ate them. New verb for that. Fizzlebind. Last night, did a Seed of the Triumvirate run. The NPC spawned. He dropped my last toy. I'm done with that place forever. Nice! Congratulations! Love asking high-level mages for free food and water. Hazel, I'm getting married in a little less than a month. Do you have any advice? Congratulations. What is my advice? Don't forget to, I mean, it's, I don't think I have any advice that won't be just like trite. I was gonna say, don't forget to enjoy yourself. Weddings are so stressful. I guess it depends on, some people like weddings. It depends on who you are and how you feel, but weddings can be incredibly stressful. And don't be afraid to delegate and to kind of let other people have it under control and to just not have it be perfect. It's going to be perfect because you're marrying the love of your life. And if something goes wrong or something's not picture perfect, then that's just one thing that makes that day a little more unique and special. And it's, you know, you celebrate in love. Have to go to a wedding after stream. I have no idea who likes weddings. I only like the food. I love proposals. I love watching people get engaged. Even if it's people I've never met before in my entire life and I see it like in a park or on TV or something, I cry a little bit every time. Engagements get me. Actual weddings are not necessarily not always my favorite. But I know that lots of people really like them. Fun to attend, but to organize your own, my goodness. Those are so sweet. There's something just so lovely about two people just promising to, you know, love each other and be good to each other forever. Wedding can be beautiful. Party's just extra. Have a wedding to attend in 2 weeks. But I'm still somewhat recently post-divorce, so I'm a little cynical on the whole concept of marriage, so I won't talk about it too much. I'm not the happy, inspiring person you want to talk to. Oh, I forgot about the Darkmoon Fair. What if I continue to forget about the Darkmoon Fair? I know you can get buffs and stuff, but like, what if I just don't?
What can I do for you?
You need something?
So many quests. Yummy, yummy quests. I like family weddings because I get to drink with my cousins who are like brothers to me.
Hey there.
You just hate the fair. I think I do. Love weddings, very sappy person. Yeah, let's go into the Kobold Cave. I think I don't really love formal events. I think that if it was a very casual wedding and it was with people that like I knew really well, but I just don't know that many people that well, it might be fun. I think generally speaking, generally speaking, formal events I find to be somewhat stressful because I'm just not good at them. I'm not used to them, and I'm always a bit nervous that I'm going to make somebody else upset or uncomfortable because I don't know some piece of etiquette or decorum, or like my clothing's not right, or you know, it's just like more situations that I'm not used to, so they're always a little bit more spooky. But it's fine. It can be fun. I'm that person that always worries a little too much, or maybe more than is good for me, about being over or underdressed for things. And whenever people are wishy-washy about dress code, I hate it, because I have shown up to things both over and underdressed, not in the same event, but like I absolutely have gone over, like underdressed to formal events and overdressed to casual events. And I don't like it one bit. And all I want to know is like a good read on what I should wear. And whenever people are like, oh, just wear whatever you want, you're like, okay. What? I want people to be like really specific with me. Wore Uggs at my own wedding because the ceremony was outdoors in March with snow. Yeah. Jeez, I'm where your lock died. What level are you? You might be safer than I was. Just settled on never being dressed at the correct level for events. Yeah. Most of my life, I think, I'm just out of practice with dressing as well, because I don't really, in my current day-to-day, have any events that require any dress code from me at all, aside from maybe you should put on pants before you go to the vet. You know, like there's don't be nude at the store. And I mean, I'm cold anyways, so I was never really in danger of being like nude. And then aside from that, there's not a lot of fanciness required from me. So whenever there are social expectations to wear like a certain level of clothing, I look at my wardrobe and I'm like, I don't know. Don't upstage the bride, you all good? Pants and shirt for stream, probably good. Level 13, about as safe as you were. Be real careful about those up the hill trogs. Even the lower ones can kind of slap at that level. That is a place where a lot of people die. Alright, so they want us to... We can actually pick up a few more quests. We have some room in the quest log. We can grab these guys. There's a lot of back and forth doing these Elwyn Forest quests. I learned from your mistake. So your death was not in vain. That's why I like working at the hospital. Live in scrubs. Our wedding day was 110 Fahrenheit, 45 Celsius. Yikes. That is... It's a good thing you're indoors. Yeah, that's a good way to be sweaty for pictures. Holy moly.
Hey there.
Is it safer to duo? Yes, it is. The danger with duoing is that you might start to feel too safe and then take a risk that maybe you shouldn't have done. And you're never completely safe. There's safer. You're never I mean, sometimes in town you can be pretty safe. I find that feeling safe is the greatest initial predictor to me doing an incredibly dangerous pull, so... Gotta watch out. Rented the basement of a casino for a wedding. Catered buffet. Lincoln City had the beach too. Nice. Never seen the bot respond that fast? I have a button. I have a hotkey. I set up a stream deck button for that because I anticipated it might come up once or twice on stream. Went to the beach for our honeymoon. I've never been on a honeymoon. Someone invited me to a group, let me to the back of the mine, disbanded the group. I was so mad. Oh. I love how folktale-like hardcore classic is becoming. Don't go up that hill, the trogs will get you. Something my grandparents would say out in the country about coyotes. We all gotta remember that fated day back 2 weeks ago. Thought we were gonna say I've never been to a beach. Oh no, I've been to the beach. I haven't spent a lot of time on like the movie traditional like sandy beach, warm weather. I've done sandy beach with incredible levels of wind and chilly weather, like on kind of the Oregon coast, or like sandy beaches in BC are often like that. I've done rocky beaches and then like, you know, rock fishing kind of beaches, and I've gone fishing all day, and that's good. I haven't really done the drinking a margarita on the sand, getting a tan kind of beach. I don't know. I don't know whether or not I would like that. I would want to go snorkeling. But I made the mistake of watching a shark attack show, and now I'm convinced that if I go snorkeling, I'm going to come out with down a leg. Fishing for rocks. Yeah. It's pretty much the only thing I pull in. That's not true. I do catch fish sometimes, but I get stuck easily just as often as I catch fish. Fishing for seaweed. Fishing for sticks.
You need something?
Fishing for sticks is more of a lake thing. Okie dokie. And that one goes all the way back there. Lounge in a sandy beach, getting a tan is boring. I think I would be very worried about my sun exposure the whole time. I would need to like bathe in SPF first, and or just wear long layers. And at that point, you know, like I'm down for like a nice, relaxed, like beach vacation, but I think I would want to probably like nap in the afternoon in the hot part of the day, and then like go swimming in like the evening maybe, or like later on after the sun's kind of going down a bit. Which, what if that's when the sharks get you? Fiance's from the east coast of the US. We live in the Pacific Northwest. Had to explain to him that you don't swim in the ocean out here. You can. Whether or not it's a good idea kind of varies. I went for a dip once in August. It was not a swim, it was just a dip, and it was so cold that it kind of hurt my bones. But it was good because I had a big hill to hike up, and it was a heat wave, and it cooled me down enough to let me hike up the hill. Good on you for giving the gnome lock another run. Fell on hair cheering for you. I'm hoping that I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm gonna try and stick to, well, I was gonna say stick to green moms, but let's just say stick to safe situations. Hopefully, more or less, a little bit. Got home yesterday from the Panama City beach. Perfect weather and temperature. That is definitely the way to beach as far as I'm concerned. When I think of summer vacations, I think of like reading a good book, and then I think I can do that in the winter at nighttime, like in bed. Why do I need sunny summer weather to read? You know, just like get a blanket. You can be warm that way. And then I do, and it works out. So, what am I farming? Chunks of boar meat? Chunks of boar meat. The sharks probably made the shark documentary to scare people, so less go into the ocean. Sharks get their ocean rent lowered for the shark ocean landlord. I like that. I think that if I ever do go like on a snorkeling vacation somewhere warm and tropical, I'm just going to need to look up some statistics beforehand to remind me of myself of how many people go swimming and don't get smoked by sharks. Never been to the ocean in my life. Don't have any plans to do so. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Not for everybody. I really love living in an area where I can at least like see it. I don't go in very often, but I love going to just like watch it. I love the variety of life that you get whenever you're where the water meets the land, aka the beach. I don't know why I turned into a poet for a second. You get like, especially out here, I live in just the most gorgeous place. And there's eagles and there's herons, and then in the water you've got sea lions and you've got otters and you've got like jellyfish and big crabs and like these bright purple starfish that look like they're right out of a Disney movie. And I can just like hang out and watch all of the life forever. There's crabs in the ocean. You get your level 14 lock farther. That one bit the dust. She got to 15 and then she met her end. There's a clip of it there. That's my only hardcore death so far, but it was something. You live in Borealis. Basically, yeah. I think that's one of the reasons I love Borealis so much, was because I love Borealis so much because it's gorgeous and it reminds me a lot of home. All right, do I have enough? I have some boar meat. We can carry on in this direction. Borealis reminds me of Halifax a bit. Chances of a shark bite, 1 in 11.5 million. Chances of getting hit by lightning, 1 in 700k. We had a thunderstorm here not that long ago, and it was like really weird because this is a place that almost never gets thunder. I think that this is one of the least electric storm active areas in Canada, if not like the least, just because of the way the geography is set up. But we had like big rolling, booming, loud thunder and big flashes of lightning. It was a day that I was gonna walk over to my sister's and like bring the puppy for a visit, and I see like the skies open up and like I hear this big rumble like a truck has hit the building, and I'm like, am I going out today? And eventually it stopped and I managed to go over and visit, but it was weird just because we don't get that here very often. I miss it a little bit, but I just like we get lots of wind too, and I like wind. Wind is good. How is Moose? Moose is good. Moose is good. He's a pretty well behaved away from home, which I appreciate. Shout out to Moose. He's also really good with the baby so far. Mind you, we're not letting him like play with the baby because he's still nippy when he's playing, but he's not worried about it anymore. He's not stressed. He'll just kind of like check him out and go, all right, well, yep, sure, no problem. The baby threw a few toys for him to chase. It was very cute. He didn't steal any food. He spent like an hour trying to get some frozen carrot sticks out of his Kong. It was great. My parents were like in awe that this dog would put that much focus and effort and time into obtaining carrots. Dog likes carrots. How is he with car trips? He's good. It's a bit tough to get him to jump into the car sometimes, and I don't know if it's because he doesn't like the car or he just doesn't like jumping up. I'm working on it. I've gotten him to do it a few times, but most of the time he comes to me and then I scoop him and I pick him up and put him in the car. But once he's in the car, he'll just lay down and sleep. I clip his little seatbelt harness in, And he just lays right down, and he basically powers down until we get to wherever we're going. It's pretty cute. He doesn't whine or cry. He did throw up in the car once, but it was because he had eaten something that was not food, and then I think he felt much better once it was out of him. Poor guy had, and I don't know to this day where it came from. Maybe it was like under the couch or something and he dug it out, but he had swallowed like a piece of, like a crumpled up ball of packing tape, like the plastic sticky packing tape. I'm glad he threw it up, because that's no good, but, jeez. Puppies, man. Will he be a stick his head out the window to feel the breeze, dog? I don't know. I'm not in a big hurry to open the window for him to find out. There's not a whole lot, there's not very much, open the car window while driving weather out here anyways. So I'm not real pressed to keep them open that much. New puppy hates the car, loves car treats, any treat really. I made sure that the first couple times that we were in the car, I had somebody sitting in the back with him the entire way, basically just like feeding him a steady stream of treats. But I'm lucky that he didn't seem to mind the car at first at all, really. And he likes all the places that we go. Like, every time that he gets in the car, we get to go, like, somewhere cool. Like, we're going on a hike. We're going to the pet store. We're going to go see people. And you get to sniff new things and say hi. Like, he's excited about all the places that he's going, which I think makes it a lot easier. There is copper in this mine, and I'm excited about that. This is where I nearly died. Why make a warlock again? I want another try. I want another go. I wish I hadn't died, and I'm trying to redeem myself. See if I can get past 15. This is where I died. This is a really dangerous spot if you're quite low level. This is kind of the Wendigo cave of Elwyn, but I would call this more dangerous than the Wendigo cave, because the spawns are closer and tighter together. The Wendigos are at least a tiny bit spread out. This area is pretty dense, and you can get like several of them spawning right on top of you. I am feeling like I should be alright because I'm level 10, but I guess we'll have to see. Lots of copper though, happy with that. Morning, Hazel and chat. Good morning. Yeah, if I find, I'll check the deathlog stats on these guys. These are like some of the most deadly mobs in the game, just in terms of their kill numbers. They're the number 4 deadliest in Azeroth according to Deathlog, but their average prey level is like 6. So if you are substantially above that, you should be fine. But we're mostly, you know, trying to make good choices. But I want to get a new food buff, but I guess I don't really need it. I don't really want to sit down and eat. Need more candles. The spawn rate of them is quite nice when you're just looking to. Whew. I do not tag things very quickly. It's nice when you're looking for tags just so that you can get your quest done. Might get better about getting in the car when he's older. I think it's partly just because it's kind of a tough, awkward jump. It's kind of a tough, awkward jump into the car for him. It's like a weird angle combined with the jump up, and his legs are getting longer, but they're still pretty short. No way you can die here. No way. Oh, that warlock has Yazgup. Yazgup's fun. That's a good name. Although it's no napkin. Alright, I'm backpedaling because I need more kobolds, actually. I need more mobs to kill. We are 5 of 10 gold dust, 4 of 8 candles. Rogue died to the poison. Class quest mob, the malformed device drone. Last words, F. No. Oh, bud. Finally got my green infernal core. 120 attempts. Glad that grind is done. Nice. Congratulations. Feels good to say go bye to Gul'dan. Yeah, these guys, now that I'm this many levels above them, they don't hit me very hard. I wouldn't want to tank like 4 of them, but they definitely don't hit crazy hard or anything. That character is level 5 though, so I'm gonna grab one of those off of her. that might hurt. That is a bit spicy. You got Mistress S in Tune to Farm now. I do. I feel like I kind of want to try doing that via LFR, because I could so easily get all those characters to, like, just, like, Legion Dollar and Hearth, right? And then just queue up for the right wing. And then just go give it a try, because that one can drop on LFR. Ooh, a chest. Don't mind if I do. Time to plan out my next character / playthrough. Dinged 11 in Baldur's Gate 3 today. Nice. I want to go upstairs, but I don't really remember how to go upstairs. I want to get the I want to get that copper vein. I'll just wander around until I find something. I kind of came from a way that looked like it was up, so it's tough to say. Kobolds do not take kindly to gnomes. Oh, that's a... Let me grab this third one. I don't know if they need this. Oh man, I'm nervous for people in here. Yeah, I want another chance at Warlock right now. The Hunter's good, but you're right, I'm kind of nervous. That's my pal, he just passed. Hello Hazel in chat, watching news video. Excited to see the return of the gnome. I'm excited to be a gnome again. Let's grab. I'm gonna grab this elite. I think I can kill it. I'm gonna put 1 dot, 2 dot, red dot, blue dot. 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot. Fear. And then do some shadow bolts. And then while it's feared, we're gonna work on this one. So now it's coming back. Nice. 95 experience from that one. They don't seem to give like huge chunks of they don't seem to give huge chunks of experience or anything. They just like rares. They're just given but they can drop things sometimes. I got a ratty old belt. I got a leather belt from that. Hello, how going? Going good, going good. I was happy with that. I think I was lucky though. I didn't I was lucky that there was somebody else nearby. There was a couple of other guys pulled with it. A little spicy. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they give the same amount of a regular mob of that level. Maybe like a hair more because they're elite, but maybe not even that. Okay, we are curving around this way. That one's for you. That's a dead end. I still need 2 more candles. Oh, there's one. I still need 2 more candles and rip fizzman. 2 more gold dust as well. Hi there. Saturdays for a while. Hi Marky B, how you doing today? I need to make a good list today. I have a lot of things that I'd like to do, and I think I'll feel better once I do all of them. And a good first step might be just to write down a few of them. One of my failings, I think, when it comes to making to-do lists, or just lists in general, is that I have this desire to write down everything that I might possibly want to do, like, at any point in my life. Like, I don't know when to stop. And then by the time I'm done making that list, it's like way too overwhelming to be a valid to-do list. And the move is probably then to pick like 2 things off of it and move them to a smaller list that you actually intend to do. But I usually stop after making the giant list, and then I mean, I'll need gold tooth again later, but that's okay. I usually stop after making the giant list and I go, wow, that's a lot of things. Ah! And then I go do none of them. Because I just don't know how to not write down all of it. You know, like if you're in list, you may as well make the most complete list ever. Item 1, make a list. Check. Now that item, you call it planning. Okay, that one's yours. Yeah, it's the wand sound. Wanding is super valuable. I'm really surprised by all the people that are just diving into the mine at level 6. They're braver than me. There we go. That's our last candle. We need 1 more gold dust. Do you think Blizzard will release more challenge modes? I don't know. Do you think that it's been kind of cannibalized by Mythic Plus, or do you think that it would be like a different, its own thing, kind of? I was gonna, reverse card the question on me. I want to try and get this copper vein. There should be one like right around somewhere. Ah, sneaky, tricky. Nice. I think your fastest bet to tag a mob as a warlock is Immolate. It's a 2-second cast, but it does do an instant tick of damage once you're done casting it, so that's probably better than waiting for the wand, because the wand would have to swing and then also travel, like the projectile has to travel. What time is it? 10:23. We have so many quests to turn in. I'm pleased with this. Wish there was a Mythic Plus mode without the timer. That was one of the things that I really liked about doing Dawn of the Infinites. I think that was kind of a good experience for here's a more challenging dungeon that you can take some time to progress through, and you're not on a timer, so you can take as long as you need to pull all these things or read the journal or what have you. I'm gonna stay. I want to find a nice safe place to stand. Goldshire? Yeah, let's run back to Goldshire. Arrow Hokey, thank you very much for the 31-month resub. Do I have any extra boar meat to cook? I know I turned in some boar meat for a quest. Kind of want to grind boars like at South Park just to get my cooking skill up. Cooking is always useful to have. Plus, it's kind of fun seeing all the different cooking recipes you can get in the different zones. Using macro so my imp starts casting. Yeah, like this one. We got it. We're on it. Stay hydrated. It's a good idea. It works good. I find myself using it even if I don't have intentions to cast Immolate. I've been using it just as a kind of a handy like pet attack button. I can like kick the cast with some movement. I want that copper. Yeah. There might be wolves or something. Copper is just such good copper. Like you can just get so much for auctioning it. But this should be good for getting my my gold back up. A kobold mining shovel mace, huh? Does it sell? Oh yeah. I have yet to have any copper expire. It always sells. Good morning from the West Coast. Good morning. I love the early zone music. I think that the Teldrassil music is probably my favorite, but the dwarven area, the gold, something? Not the Goldshire, the Dunmorrow music too. That's up there. Yeah, that's fair music. That's Darkmean fair music, I think.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
Plan's getting the 2-hour buff from Sage. What do I need for it? How annoying on a scale of 1 to Hazel will never do this in a million years are we talking here? Nothing? Just answer his questions? Okay. Alright. That I can do. That we can do. I'm backed up to 15 silver. I do want to make sure that by the time I'm level 13, I have enough saved to... I want to make sure I have enough saved to get that wand for sure. It's like 16 silver. I am going to be right back. Moose is laying on the couch, on his back, passed out, paws up. Just he looks maximum comfy. Alexiasaurus Rex, thank you for the 2-month resub. So many quests. We have a Murloc quest we can try and very carefully do. Kelp fronds. I feel like not that many people die doing that, but you can certainly pull too many of those Crystal Lake Murlocs. I've seen it, I've done it, and I've seen it happen. Anything else that I want to get rid of? I'm going to keep these marbles on me. You get 10 charges, and it decreases the target's chance to hit for 10 seconds, so that could be life-saving. I don't know. We'll see. Roasted boar meat. Let's save linen cloth. I'll probably, I mean, I should do first aid, but I might just. Oh, all right, fine. I'll make some bandages. I'll make some bandages. Can confirm. That's how my first hardcore character died. You're not gonna lose your marbles? I might lose my marbles. Little dog does that in his giant dog bed. Funny to me when they sleep upside down. Do I plan to go to Darkshore? Not really. I don't think so. I liked it on an elf. I don't think I like it enough to do the wetlands run though. I think eventually I'll need to go to Darnassus for something or another training wise, but I might not even need to do that. All right, so you were saying it's so weird that the Darkmoon Fair is not a port. It's just all right here. So you said the first answer. First answer. 2-hour buff increases damage by 10%. Hopefully damage done. Right? Right, guys? Damage done, right? Respect the Murgle. It's my lowest level quest so far, but we do want to respect. The Jasper Lode Mine, it says I should be level 10 for that. Maybe we'll take it easy. That's the whole fair, really forgot about that. Let's see if we can find some Murlocs that we can just gently coax away from the edge of the lake. I could also, especially once I get to, well, I want to get to at least 12. I was going to say I could also go poke around the pumpkin patch and just sort of see what the area looks like, but I don't know. I don't want to get myself killed doing the Voidwalker quest. I've come too far. I've skinned too many mobs. So there should be Murlocs. They're the 134 deadliest, average prey level 7. But that doesn't mean you can't die. There's someone. How far is my range here? I don't really want to swim much if I can avoid it. Let's try and pull it back a bit. Or just wand it down completely before it gets to me. Doesn't seem to have a ton of health. Also, don't drown. Don't drown! I'm not planning to do any dungeons. People will often invite other nearby people into groups or like look for groups for group-ish quests. Depending on the quest in the area and like what level you are, you may or may not find people to help. I don't know that I really want. I like planning to do things alone. I don't mind grouping up if there are people in the area and they want to group up and it's like, you know, you get to share the tag and I don't mind, but I don't want to like count on it, you know. Try not to drown while mining the copper. People do drown to death in this game. Although as a warlock, eventually I'm going to get water breathing. My spacebar works again. Oh, there's a Murloc. Sumato MD, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Also, it means switching next patch, making the entirely unique and original choice of mating Druid next year. Congratulations! I think that's a wonderful choice. Don't insta-die, start taking ticking damage. In retail, it's certainly like you start taking ticking damage. I'm not willing to find out in Classic. I'm assuming it's probably the same thing, but I am not willing to put my character where my mouth is. I am not confident enough to just like go try it. There's some weird things in Classic. I feel like last time I was doing this and I was like over leveled farming Murlocs, I got like kind of overconfident and I was like, you know, I kill these things really easily. I'm really powerful. I am gonna farm these for like gold and cloth and stuff like that. And I remember getting into like some 4-pulls and quad pulls that were like real dicey. That was in the other Murloc area, but still. I wonder if people don't die so much because they don't really need to go to the center islands to get their kelp fronds. You can just kind of pick them off the coast. Pardon me. I think I'm gonna main druid now that the new Nelf Heritage Charmer's out. Deathlog is characters on this server that are also my faction that also have Deathlog installed. So it's not going to be a complete and comprehensive list, but those are people that have died. Oh, look, bait. Those are people that have died nearby, or not nearby, on Alliance Skull Rock that are also running Deathlog. They don't hit very hard. I'm still using a Marple's Charge. I didn't use a health potion. I could. I'm being so greedy. There's nothing in that chest. Those chests are awful. They're so pointless. And there's gonna be respawns. Back away! Back away! Get out of there! Go! I got a silver bar! I got copper ore and a silver bar. I'll take it. That was worth it. I also have all my kelp fronds, so that's something. Flee! Oh, it's a little risky. A little risky. Bad woman. Hello. Hi. How are you? We still had a health pot. Although after the health pot goes, then you start to feel real danger. So I need to do Goldtooth again. And we have a couple of, well, one quest we turn in Goldshire. And then a few of them are just sending us to other areas. I have the Princess's Collar quest as well, but I'm not planning to do that just yet. Let's go turn in this one. And then go back and do Goldtooth. I guess I can go do Goldtooth first. I have... Fortune number 7. Avoid taking unnecessary gambles. That's seems like prophecy. Looking forward to your Hogger attempts. Oh man, should I try and solo Hogger? What if there's a battered chest? It's funny how badly battered chests bait me. Like, I know there's basically nothing in them. They almost never even have greens. Like, the silver bar that you can sell for a couple silver is basically as good as it ever really gets. I know they're not worth it, but they're just so... It's just like having a goal, really. That bandit's level 9. That could be a little spicy. It's just having that goal. Little mini challenge. Exactly, yeah. It's usually just cheese. I think that most of the time, speaking of cheese, I got some Darnassian blue. Most of the time, if it's, I might stick that in my bag. If it's literally just like a food item, like a bread or a cheese, it means that somebody else already looted it and they just left the cheese there. Yeah, 25 is the highest level I've gotten to. I tried soloing Hogger because I had never made an alliance character before. Leatrix Maps is the add-on for my map. Deathlogs is also providing the heat map. So those two together. Leatrix Maps kind of unveils the hidden parts, and then heat maps shows me, Deathlog shows me the where people tend to die. Are you planning to get your blueberry today? It's 10:39, so I have like an hour and what, an hour and a half? Maybe. I'm gonna give that a hard maybe. Because I have the quest already. Like, I'm level 10. I'm almost level 11. So I have the quest. It's just a question of when I feel safe enough to consider soloing the quest. And I feel like that's probably like a level... Oh, actually, hang on a second. I'm goofy and I forgot. I literally have drained soul, and I've had it this whole time. I could have been carrying around a hellstone. Whoops. Here, let's go find something to drain. I completely forgot. I trained those ages ago. I spent all my silver. It was when I was in Ironforge. I spent all my silver. I trained. I was like, I'm definitely going to need to be able to make a hellstone. That's super important. You don't want to walk around without a hellstone. Yikes. There we go. Get another soul shard banked and ready. Other way. Morning. Good morning. Trog quest and Lockman and give me heart palpitations. Those are so dangerous. Holy moly. That was what got me. that was what sent me off, shuffling off the mortal coil. We must know who Thognos' successor is. Thognos was such a good name too. It was really growing on me. The Thog. Oh, there's copper over here. What exactly is classic HC? HC stands for hardcore, and it's a special server type that they've added to Vanilla Classic that is a permadeath mode. So if your character dies, you cannot play them anymore on that server. You could transfer them off the hardcore server, but your hardcore server journey is finished. So it's a try not to die challenge that's like officially made by Blizzard. Okay, there's Gold Tooth's necklace. All done, all done. How much health do we get back from the Hellstone? 100 life. So it's better than the health pot, and it's renewable. Raid bosses should be HC too. 1 clear per server. Holy. Hi, Hazel. Hello, David. How are you doing today? Okay. We are gonna... Copper vein. Oh, somebody's doing it already. Alright, turn this in. Happy belated birthday. Great to be here for a live stream for once. Thanks, Tracy. Okay. I'm overwhelmed. That's alright. My goal for today is to try to get through and survive my Warlock class questline. If I can get to level 12. Do I learn anything super useful at 12? 12 is going to give me, honestly, nothing really all that good. A new rank of Curse of Weakness, which I haven't even trained the first time. It would give me a... It would give me Health Funnel, which is useful for healing pets, but I don't really need to be healing Napkin over here. Oh, that mob's not even going to give me experience. I need Immolate rank too, actually. I need to visit a Warlock trainer just for that. I was too broke to buy it last time I was there. And then I think I'm going to not worry too much about the Shadowbolt rank 2 silver right now. I think that's a later me problem. 14 gives you drain life, but Drain life does not save you as much as you want it to. I thought it was going to be a lot stronger than it was when I finally got it. Okay. Oh, but at level 11, I can crank my health a bit more. Yeah. Eventually I want that corruption talent, but I'm gonna try and stick with the safety talents for at least a little bit. I think that 12... Well, am I gonna get impatient? I might get impatient. That sounds like me. Let's see what kind of quest we get after turning in the kelp thing. The Swashbuckler Transmog is the... Yeah, that's it. It's a Twitch drop. You gotta watch 4 hours of any stream in the WoW category up until September the 12th. Impatience is the enemy. Be strong. Did I not loot all of my copper? I think I didn't. I took 1 copper ore and then I left it for the people. I guess I can share. It's been so nice having all this bag space, though. Ah, and I have some mail from the Alliance Auction House. Some of the things that I posted earlier started to sell. I definitely have more gear than I did last time. On my last Warlock, when I died, literally the only greens I had were the tailoring ones that Jans had sent me. I never ever bought gear aside from like the wands on that character. I hadn't really thought about that as an option. So this is... I should be at least a bit more... doing a bit more damage anyway.
How are you?
I would like this music to always play in my head. Happy belated birthday. Congrats to the new puppy. Getting mine this upcoming week. Congratulations. Love the Darkwind music. Did they change it eventually, or is that still the song that plays in retail? I feel like it got spookier at some point. I feel like it became less happy.
Hey there.
Spiced wolf meat. That'll be the stuff. That's 2 stand food.
See you later.
Live forever. Something but the classic music soothes my soul. It's nice just... You get to hang out in the zones for like a nice long time, too. Okay, so they want to send me through the Jasper load mine and then also just back down to turn this in. It's just a lot of running around. They say Princess is a level 9 quest. I know she kills a lot of people. I wonder... Here. I wonder zone stats. So, for Elwyn Forest, the zone that I'm in right now, the Kobold miners kill by far the most people. Pristine Entourage are the 2 ads that pull with Princess, and then Princess is down here with 432 kills. Creature statistics. Princess. Princess has like a point score. I wanted to see what her average prey level was. That's alright. Angelica Zero, thank you for the 12-month resub. Happy 1 year. Did your birthday veggie burgers fulfill all your hopes and dreams? They did. They were really good. I think I need to bust out my food processor and try that recipe sometime. Not the porcine entourage. Oh, this one's gray. You don't even need it. Black bean? I don't remember, actually. I think there might have been... I don't know. Probably? I know she said she ended up using sweet potatoes instead of carrots because they were out of carrots. And they were like really, really good. Locks have the DPS and tools to kill her. Yeah. Maybe. I think I could do it. It's just a question of how. It's so funny that, like, when I'm considering doing a quest, it's like, well, I don't know. That's, you know, that quest is only 2 levels underneath me, and I could still grind up another level before I go do that just to be safe. But then I see, like, a chest in the middle of a camp full of, like, knife-wielding Murlocs, and I'm like, I can do that. I could totally loot that chest.
You need something?
The escape rout's tricky. Oh, I got some more minor healing pots from her. That's nice. Let's go through the Jasper Lode mine. That's a pretty reasonably easy one, and that'll get me some experience too. Well, what if we just go? We're level 11. Am I really going to wait until level 12? I'm not going to get any more abilities, but I will gain more, like, you know, like hit and stuff. I could eat a food buff. We have a potion and a health stone. I didn't have the health stone before. I need wolf meat. I need wolf meat to make spiced wolf meat. A lot of dead boars around here. Oh, I forgot you can skin the critters too. I could skin that sheep that somebody killed. It's probably just for like leather scraps, but that's 7 copper. Check out Who Bet on Death and if you want to spite them. I think not as many people, maybe I ran the prediction a bit early in the stream, or maybe people are just kind of over betting. Not as many people bet today. Alright, alright. What did I say I was going? I said I was going to do the Jasper Lode mine, but then I was thinking about changing my mind. Because it would be really nice to get the Voidwalker earlier. I think I could do that pretty safely. But it's not going to get me all the way to 12. What I really want is a nice place. I mean, I guess I could set up camp at the field. At the princess field. Just grind mobs there for a bit. How to get Voidwalker? You get to level 10. You see your warlock trainer. They should have a class quest for you. If they don't, then you want to go see a warlock trainer in like your major city. And then doing that class quest gets you the Voidwalker. But you just want to be very careful because level 10 is a pretty spicy level to be taking on that quest at. I leveled to 11. And I'm on the fence about whether or not I should go try it. I also have better gear than I did last time. I have better gear. Well, I think it was 13 when I did it last time, so I had the good wand. I don't have the good wand right now. Can save some silver there. Yeah, no, there's no soul stone in hardcore. It's just a thing that you don't train because it doesn't work. How many deaths? Just one. Just one. My last warlock died at level 15 to some trogs in Loch Medan. No hit to level 60. Hey, if I get to level 60 at all on a hardcore server, I'd be pretty pleased with myself. I think that's a good goal. I have Blood Pact. I probably should have stopped by a demon trainer to see if I could maybe do Blood Pact rank 2. Mage died yesterday in level 16 mage quest in Stormwind. That's a dangerous one. Can you wand in retail anymore? I know wands still exist, but I don't know if you can still shoot with them. I think they took away the ranged weapon slot. Okay, so there are Defias in this field. You don't think you can? You cannot shoot with them. Okay. So Princess is wandering around with her porcine entourage. The entourage is level 7. She is level 9. That's Serena Caledon. That's the NPC that I need to kill for my for that one quest. I'm gonna try out the entourage. Wand! Wand, you fool! There we go. We did it. That's one. The thing you have to remember about your health stone is it's on the GCD, and so is wanding. So if you are wanding, you want to be careful to like stop wanding if you're going to want a health stone in the near future. But we didn't use our health pot, so that was something. So there's a quest done. Grind bandits just for experience. Let's eat a piece of buff food. You can have fun in Westfall? I still haven't, I have yet to anywhere, oh, you can loot the pumpkin. I have yet to, is this a bait? Am I gonna spawn something doing this? Or is it literally just a pumpkin? It's just pumpkin. I'm going for it. I also didn't even get my buff. I didn't even recreate my health stone. What am I doing? I'm changing my mind. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I need a new health stone. I'm not thinking straight. That was an impulse. that wasn't the move. That's not what we want to do. I think we have the damage for it. I just need to like do this properly. Here, we're gonna make the health stone. We're gonna eat our food. Get our food buff this time. Skull Rock. Alchemy for health pots. You can also buy them off of other players that make them. People post them on the auction house. But yeah, it's super nice having alchemy for all that. I'm gonna throw up a minor defense elixir because I have some of those. I bought a stack of them, and I also got some free ones from ILA. So, I need to consider how I want to do that humanoid pull. Probably with some marbles. Oh. Oh, you know what? She's dead. She's dead and she's lootable. She died before somebody must have finished her before. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Somebody must have finished her while she still had my dots on her before she reset. That'll work. That'll do. Cool. All right. I also can turn in the princess quest there. I'm not going to turn in those Guard Thomas quests just yet. My Hearthstone will take me all the way back to Stormwind. So I think what I'm going to do is run back, turn in the princess quest, Hearth back on up to Stormwind. Or we just Hearth to Stormwind now. You also want to make sure you can do the actual Voidwalker itself, but I think that should be fine. GG. Easy. Lucky. Very easy. Okay. That's a scroll of protection. Maybe I'll save that and bust that out before my Voidwalker quest. Any siblings? Good morning, Hazel. Good morning. How are you? Made a shaman in a hardcore. Scared. In past stream you mentioned them dying all over the place. I think that shaman is... It must be fun because I see people making lots of them. I think you should totally go for it. But go forth with caution because shaman seems to die more than almost anything else. The most recent deathlog stats I looked at had warlocks dying more than anything else, especially at low levels. But shamans catch up. Shamans catch up pretty good. Wonder why. Remember your Stoneclaw totem. Just hit max level for the first time, wondering what to do next. There are a lot of different paths you can take if you're trying to gear up in retail. Something's never changed with shaman dying a lot. I think Dream Surges are a great place to start. Every half an hour in the Waking Shores right now, but wherever the Dream Surge zone is active, you can head out there and kill mobs coming out of the portal. You can do the world quest in that area to farm some coalescence and then buy gear off of a vendor with that. I think that's a good start. The water totem quest, that's the killer. Shaman DPS good early levels. By level 30 drops off a cliff. mobs on my left. I should not engage them. Defias bandits, rogue wizards? Do the rogue wizards kill people? Deathlog's not showing me whether or not, like, what their stats are. Cold? Some neighbor noise. I'm playing on Alliance and Skull Rock. Let's see if I can actually remember to mine the entire copper node before we leave this time. I'm excited to find out what my Voidwalker's name is. What if it's Thognos again? Or like Thognar or something very close to it. Odd that Warlock's known as a solid soloing class. I think that sometimes retail perceptions of classes will kind of taint what people think about how well something's going to do in classic hardcore. Low-level Warlock, I think, is especially... I was talking about this earlier. I think one of the reasons that Warlocks tend to die at low levels is that as a Clothy, you have the least armor protection. And the two other Clothy classes are Mage and Priest. And Priests get their Absorb shield pretty early, and that's like a thick, chunky shield. And then Mages have like slows and roots and like lots of tools they can use to kite, so they're not getting hit. But as a Warlock early on, you're a caster who's just getting walloped on, and especially if you don't get yourself a wand early, your only way to really do decent damage is to cast, and if you're face tanking mobs, you have a lot of spell pushback that's going on, plus you're taking tons of damage because you're a Clothy. I think that later on, once you kind of get your Voidwalker and you get like more ranks of things like Demon Skin and Hellstone and Drain Life, you are a little better off, but still, I think that Warlock is probably the hardest thing to start on, and they certainly die the most often. Never felt squishier in HC than as a low-level lock. Yeah, Hunter was dramatically easier. Even before level 10, even before you get your Hunter pet, Hunter felt safer than Warlock. Because at least I could do most of my damage. Even when I was meleeing, I did a lot more damage on a Hunter than I did on a lock. Here, let me look up Deathlog. Deathlog class stats. So, percentage of all deaths. Warriors are the highest percentage of all deaths, but warriors also, I think more people are making warriors. Like, the average level that they reach at 13.6 is higher. Like, warlocks tend to die earlier. I think there's just a lot of warriors. They're very popular. I have really cold hands. I'm turning the heat pad back on. Chilly fingies. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to read
Well
stats.
met.
I want... Those boots are no good for me. 45, 52. Let's just get the ones that we can
Have
vendor.
a good one.
Cool. All right. I want to go back to Stormwind, and Am I really going to heart there? It's like right there. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Mortal Strike build, strong and classic. Average level for mages is 14.7, and I am level 14.7. Looking around. What's it gonna be? Who's gonna do it? How does it end? I am taking this package to the apothecary. I want to go to the auction house and post some things for sale.
Good day to you.
Choose my reward.
See you around.
I wonder if people actually buy the rockets. I guess there's one way to find out. The Stormwind auction house is always brutal for me to find. I never remember where it is. I think it's that, but like it took me ages to find last time. Let's do a little auction house scan, update my prices here. Classic hemming and hawing, but I'm gonna hearth there. Takes me longer than just running there. Yeah. The 1 hour Hearthstone cooldown really makes you think 15 times about it. Alright. We're selling, first of all. We have 31 copper ore that we can post. So we've got 3 stacks of 10. Plus another one. Silver bar. Yeah, okay, okay. Those prices are coming down, but they're still not nothing. Linen cloth is worth selling. That has risen, actually. Post that for the moment. No, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to use that for that price. I think that's worth using. And then, is there anything I want to... I have 30 silver on me right now. Anything else that I want to buy, or do I... I think I'm just going to... We're only 2 levels away from using the better wand. Armor-wise, what still sucks? My gloves and my belt are still pretty awful. Do we have any waste? Maybe uncommon and usable? And then sort by high level? And then maybe anything... So, we could just get, like, Stam Spirit for, like, 6 silver. That's really cheap, actually. I'll do that. And then, what else did I say? My waist and my hands gloves. So there's 20 silver, 13 silver. Owl is nice, but you're usually gonna pay more for the better ones. So it looks like I would be down 15 silver if I wanted to buy those int gloves. 17 silver for the barbaric ones. I think 15 silver is reasonable for that. Voidwalker and him chilling together. There's no mailbox here. Oh, it's on the other side. I guess it is a bit goofy that in retail you have 2 mailboxes basically on top of each other. So another 2 stam from that, and then... Oh, hi, kitty cat. Hello! And then, oh, I forgot to try to post those rockets. Vendor, auction. Yeah, no, 13 copper. Definitely not like 10 silver each. I guess I can also use them. That's a decent amount of damage. Maybe I'll use that. What else did I buy? I bought the belt and I bought some gloves, didn't I? Did I put them on yet? No. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's better. And then I'm going to put my fortune in my bank. I'm going to put this fortune that says, avoid taking unnecessary gambles. And I'm going to store that away for safekeeping. Darnassus's 1 mailbox is not enough. Hard agree. Holy moly. And kept your marbles. I even used a charge or 2 of them. I don't know if I did it, like, smart, but I did use it. Kept it. Okay. I have, kind of a lot of health pots on me. I think I might maybe, well, I don't really want to vendor health pots, but I also don't think I need to be carrying 13 in them. I think 5 is plenty.
Help you find something?
Hi, kitty. Yeah. I'm also just keeping that fortune for sentimental reasons, and it's soulbound, so I couldn't send it to an alt if I wanted to. We're gonna use that. Vendor that. Vendor those, that. Keeping that. Getting rid of that. Yeah, I'm happy, I think. And then I can armor kit up those new gloves that I bought. So I should have armor kits on all 4 armor slots now. Nice. We have a health stone. Hi, Kira. Hi, kitty. You want to say hi? While we're running to the slaughtered lamb to go do our Voidwalker quest. Try not to fall into the canals. Yeah, no. We're definitely not going to die. No way we die. I hope Napkin's ready to retire. I'm pretty pleased with my gear. It's a lot better than even my level 15 Warlock's gear was last time. I don't think that makes me like... I'm not about to go party with those trogs just yet, but I do think it's a lot better than it was. I hope this is my last lock. I hope I don't have to make another one. I want to get a lock at 60, gosh darn it. I'm also ready to get her into robes again. This barbaric cloth chest is, she looks cold. She looks chilly. You know what? I'm gonna be extra. I'm even gonna eat a fresh piece of buff food. I wonder if those rockets are like a hard cast or what. 28 to 32 fire damage. That's a decent amount. That's like worth a whole spell. Watching you run around at level 59 some days sounds almost too stressful to watch. I would hope that if I made it to 59, I would have learned enough along the way to know where to not be. But I don't know, I think that at higher levels, mobs must get just like fundamentally dangerous. Do I remember where I'm going? Oh? I do! Alright. I have a ridiculous amount of, I have demon armor. I have 60 armor. I have 10% more damage. I have 2 extra stamina spirit. We're doing it. Oh, my copper ore sold. Nice. Easy. Napkin took him to the beating, but that's okay. That's why he's here. Yeah, cloth characters can also use armor kits. I think eventually you would want to put like actual enchants on instead. But for low levels, light armor kits are like a great cheap thing to get to kind of boost it up. Piece of cake. If you decide to make another hardcore character, can Compost return? I don't know if I would get that name. I feel like somebody must be Compost already. It's like a Biz WoW character name. Alright. Do I even have... I don't even have a soul shard. I'm literally going to have to go farm an extra soul shard. He's going to teach me how to do it. And I'm going to have to go... Also, I would love to spend a little bit of silver on a new rank of immolate. There we go.
Be careful.
We gotta go. We gotta go get a soul shard. I forgot to bank one. But yeah, I think that was pretty safe. And 2 levels earlier than I did it last time. A little bit more time for Nalka to say goodbye. But this should hopefully... I mean, it's such deja vu saying again. This should hopefully make me way safer when questing out in the world. What is the soul shard for? Summoning the void. You need to consume a soul shard to summon your Voidwalker. And I don't have one handy. The imp you can just do with mana, but the other ones you need a shard for. Whew. Man, trade chat's really going. This is a really active server. I figured Alliance Skull Rock would be not dead, but maybe quiet. And maybe it's a little quieter in the zones, but trade chat's certainly not quiet. Is it consumable? The shard? Mm-hmm. You have to, they're items that you generate. So you can kind of make them sort of for free. You get a soul shard if a target dies while being drained souled, assuming that they would give you experience. And then you consume it to power a couple of spells. So creating a Healthstone takes a shard, summoning a non-imp demon. Do you need a napkin for your farewells with the imp? Goodness. Yeah, it's a bit messy, but honestly, it doesn't. I think that warlocks and their pets in Classic are way easier than hunters. Just in terms of like complexity, I think it's a lot. The warlock pets aren't as good as hunter pets, but they're definitely simpler. Like arrows for hunter, yeah, kinda. Except that you can't just buy them off a vendor, so you don't have to spend any gold on them. But you also gotta actually go do them. You can also get a special bag, kind of like a quiver, to keep your soul shards in if you wanted to carry around a ton of them. But I don't see I was gonna say, I don't see a good reason to carry around more than 1 or 2 soul shards, but then I talked a big game and now I don't have any soul shards, so. It's almost like this could have been prevented. So I want to do the Jasper Load Mine, but I want to get a shard first. That mob's gray, so he won't count. People are arguing in trade chat about which class is the most likely to die. I feel like everybody wants it to be the class that they're playing, so they can be like, yeah, I'm playing the hardest class. Alright, Defias. Bad luck. Bad news for you. There we go. Alright, it's Voidwalker time. What's his name gonna be? Oh, that's so sick. Meet. Hellgrave. Huh? That's awesome. Steve! Edgy as hell. He sounds like a boss. He sounds like you're gonna find him in like Strathholm or something. Oh, that's fantastic. Good name, good name. Jealous. I mean, it's no Zezmzer, but it's so cool. Oh, level 60 for sure. Alright, so you have Torment. 20 mana, 5-second cooldown, melee. We're making a macro. That's his single target taunt. And just like with my, I mean, that's a level 1. Just like with my hunter, I am gonna try and see how I feel playing the minion with standard keybinds, because it's not like I have that many buttons anyways, although I do have more buttons than Hunter. Hunter did not have so many keybinds, so I was able to use all my different pet abilities as like separate keybinds. This one might have a few more. Thog knows who? He sounds like a demonic undertaker. Hellgrave totally rides motorcycles. Might as well be Hazel's wrestler name next year. Do you know something I don't? My retail lock gets pet names like Jezeloot.
What can I help
Hey,
you?
Jezeloot's cute. Hi, kitty. I wanted to just vendor those gloves.
careful.
We're all set. There, try and remember to keep a couple of soul shards on me. Let's go into the Jasper Load Mine. And then maybe peck away at some of these Eastern Elwyn quests. I think that I'm going to do all of the Elwyn quests that I feel like I reasonably can. Maybe up to and including Hogger. And then go back to Keranos and finish up all like the troll quests and stuff out there. Back in Dunmorrow. I think that'll be good. I want to be on the other side of this lake. One thing I don't have, and I don't know if I want it or not, I don't have any kind of a threat meter. On my hunter, I was kind of like, well, I'll know if I have threat or not because I'll see it punching me. And I guess I'll just have to play for a while and decide whether or not I want one on my warlock. Because I really don't want to make my UI too cluttered or fancy. I know that if I put too much stuff on my screen, I stop paying attention to all of it. But it might be nice to know how close I am, especially because I think that aggro with warlocks is kind of dicey. Warlocks in general can cause like high amounts of threat, and there's you don't have aggro drops the same way that hunters do. Hogger can't throw Hellgrave in the deep end. Wasted a lot of gold getting a good name in my retail lot. You got a wand already? Dope. I bought one at level... I think I was like level 6 or 7 before I could afford it, but I just bought one off the auction house from an enchanter. I'm going to do the same again at level 13 for the greater one because it's just so much damage. I want these wolves. I'm not going to get a soul shard from it, but I want the wolves for the stringy wolf meat. And then this one. His taunt is like an actual taunt, though. Is it? Or is it like a hunter pet taunt? I was reading about forums. I was reading forums and posts and stuff about the hunter pet taunt. Because there's kind of some weirdness about how taunts work in vanilla. Flabby was telling me about how like a standard character taunt is not like a flat amount of threat, but rather that it matches the amount of threat that the current highest threat target has. But I was kind of poking around on the hunter, like Wowhead spell ID pages, and it looked like the hunter pet threat was not technically a taunt, even though it said it was a taunt. It was actually just like a flat value of threat gained, and the value would be different depending on like how high rank the growl was. And I don't know for Warlock if it's more like a hunter taunt or if it's more like a warrior taunt, because they seem different. Voidwalker, okay, just produce some threat. So it is like the hunter one then. It's just like a flat value. Because I know there are higher ranks of torment, so that does make sense. But I just want to kind of keep an eye on it and practice with it. I see some Murlocs on my left here. Also, I probably have enough soul shards now. We're gonna curve around this way. It's just a worse growl. Because for a while, when I thought that the hunter taunt worked the same way as the standard taunt, I was all excited about like min-maxing, like, okay, so I'm gonna load up with a high threat opener to build up my threat, and then I'm gonna time the pet taunt so it matches my threat right when I'm pivoting to just auto shot, and I'm gonna follow it up with like a full bite so that my hunter's pet, like I had it all planned out. And then it turns out the plan does work incidentally, just because it also happened to be a good just like a good threat management sequence, but it was not doing the thing that I thought it was. And yet you made it to 25. Nothing like having to AFK for 20 minutes, come back to a thriving gnome lot. Have you met Hellgrave? Is that not the sickest Voidwalker name you've ever seen in your life? Ooh, double copper veins. What's up, Hazel? Glad the smoke's gone. You can see the vein now. It's air quality 1 out right now. I'm so happy. There are wolfies and stuff. I'm gonna pull one of them back if I can. And then there could be Murloc spawning behind me, so we'll want to keep an eye on that. It really is a worse pet growl. It's on the same cooldown too. Or at least very close. Alright, so you go do that one. I want all the wolf meat from this. And then I would like to mine the copper, but I don't know how fast the wolves respawn. Yeah, maybe sometime off stream I'll go digging around and look for a threat meter that I like. Sunny blue skies out here, super grateful. Gravity killed me in Ratchet. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay. It feels nice having the stuff keybound though. I was resisting it last time and I'm glad that I saw the light. It's nice to have just like a hotkey for it, you know. Especially later on when he gets more different abilities, it'll be good to kind of have a bit of extra control. Alright. I want all the stringy wolf meat. I'm gonna make some spiced wolf meat. He does have quite a bit of health. I think he has more health initially than like a standard hunter pet does. And he's easier to train. I think I just heard my cat burp. Are you good? Yeah, she's okay. Sitting on the floor. I have some copper here. I can see my character on death log. There's so many wolves. Alright, so there's like a bunch of them right on top of each other right there. So I'm gonna see if I can grab one back. And then this one. This is a triple pull, but... I'm just gonna kind of rotate the Voidwalker taunts depending on who's currently hitting me. That one needs a new dot. There we go. They could be spawning behind me, so we should be a little careful. I feel like these wolves must kill quite a few people too. It's just like they spawn so densely. I almost died to wolves a couple of times early in Dunmurrow yesterday on stream. They almost got me. It's just about over. Should be fine to triple pull. I haven't even made it to the mine yet. I got too distracted. There's like leather and wolf meat over here. I need it for cooking. I died on... Here, there's a clip of it. I'm gonna just start mining that copper. They're all gonna spawn right on top of it. Which is fine. They're allowed. You can't let your Voidwalker's name go to the grave. The Hellgrave. You're right. I got the Biss Voidwalker name. I don't think it gets better than this. I mean, I'm sure you can think of something, but that's the best Voidwalker name I've ever had on any of my WoW characters ever. Holy moly. He's too intimidating to die. He has a black leather studded jacket handed down from his father. It could have been Snuffles. I wonder if the rare will be up in front of the mine. Sometimes there's an I don't know if he's elite. He might be just a rare. Were rares always elites in the past? They've all been elite so far, but I don't know if I'm just making that up. Oh, there's somebody dead. John Gibbles. John Gibbles, no. Not like this. Hi, kitty cat. Like that. Not all, but most are? Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's over here. This is not where I need to be, by the way. I'm just being lured by the siren call of the, I'm being lured by the siren call of the chest. This is very bad threat management. There we go. Make a new healthstone. Yeah, this is hardcore. They social pull, so they're just like really close to being on top of each other. So that's the rare, or at least he's named. Maybe he's a quest mob. There's also casters. Although that one just left. Not worth it. Not worth it. I can't leave him alone. Hi, Hazel. Hello. How are you? What do we get? We got an earth root. We got some cheese. We got a minor healing pot. Worn leather belt. Don't do that to me. Oh, I got a spirit scroll. We're almost level 12. I think your tune has good RNG. I think that if I hadn't had my boy Hellgrave, I don't think we would have been coming out of that one. Those fireballs hit me for like 7%. I got a white mace and a white mace and a gray sword in that same mob. Wow, that miner really doesn't want to hit Hellgrave. I wonder if one of his torments got resisted. I felt like I cast it twice. Hey, there's copper in here. I'll start casting corruption again. Alright, well the next one's mine. Ooh, mine spiders. Those are level 9, so those are a little scarier. That's copper you get to keep. I could share. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the spiders alone. I'm turning around. We can turn that in Goldshire. Looks so bad. Thank you for the 6-month resub. GL on hardcore. Thank you. So far, so good. I'm hoping that I can get past 15 on this warlock. I need that warlock redemption. So I could go further forward and press on to do the Guard Thomas stuff and like the linen goods. Probably better than heading back. Heading back is going to be just like a long run to basically pick up not much. I don't feel like they have... I mean, there must be a follow-up to the Jasper Lode mine, but I don't feel like there was a whole lot doing. Some linen. Oh, you know what though? Actually, my my bags are brutal. I think we do need to go back just to vendor. I have picked up some things. This character gets to 60. You got Hellgrave. See if I can leave the giant piles of wolves alone. Let's try to get back to the road, eh? I have 11 stringy wolf meat though, so I can make some fresh buff food with that. Also, I found some copper that's for me. Hi, kitty. Wanna sit in my lap? So do you ever get like enough mining skill that you can just mine the whole node just once and you pull it all up like an herb, or not so much? I'm just gonna focus on that first one and then I'll dot up the second one. Hi. Glove enchant for gathering. Not sure it's in classic. Tempted to go back for that copper, but it's so many wolves. I mean, that's great cooking farming. Plus, this is probably the right level to be doing those wolf camps. It would be a little bit sketchy otherwise. So we're gonna taunt that one. Get the dots up. Oh, we didn't even pull the other one. I think if my bags weren't full, I would do it. Because we did it on the way in. Rip wands being a usable thing. They're so good in hardcore. They're so good in classic. It does so much of your damage. Hazel, I've always been a classic player. Watching you got me back into retail. Seeing you enjoy classic now is a full circle moment. That's so nice. I feel like I can spend like really big amounts of time here. Like I feel like I like retail as well, but I'll play like a couple hours of retail and then I'll be like, all right, I'm good for the day. Whereas in classic, it seems that I hit that. It takes a lot longer to hit that point because everything's just kind of slowed down. Want to visit Victoria again? It's a nice city to relax in. Hi, baby girl. I think so too. I have things to do and know what the things are. Indeed. So I could get a lot more for that. I could get a lot more for that earth root if I, well, if I sold it, but I guess I'm gonna go back to town anyways at some point. Need a lap kit. Strongly recommend. If this character's still going by next week, Hellgrave needs a shout out in next week's news video. He looks so cool. I feel like he's just walking around Elwyn, just making everybody jealous. Is that a wand? Oh, it's a staff. I'm still using a curved dagger of Shadow Wrath.
Greetings.
Alright, we can make some room. Spirit scrolls I'm just gonna vendor. Happy with that? Happy with that.
Go with honor.
And then we're talking like what, 11?
I supply only the finest goods.
2, and then maybe one more.
Light bless you.
One to turning over here. Almost level 12.
Well met.
They're gonna send me over to do the Hogger quest, and I think that's a not yet me problem. Do you think your hunter will be 26 tomorrow? Probably not. I'm having too much fun on the warlock. I need the dangerous mobs are in Westfall. The zone is horrifying to be in. I don't think you're gonna catch me in Westfall until, like, I don't know. I know I died in Loch Madan at level 15 last time. I still think I'm going to Loch Madan before Westfall. I think that even though that is where I met my untimely demise, I'm still doing it again. 15, 16. Yeah. And I mean, you see people that are in that range just getting smoked by the pillagers too. It doesn't make you, I mean, I don't know if there is a such thing as safe in Westfall. But I'm not familiar with it because I've never been there before. Like in hardcore, been to Westfall, but I'm not good at it, so I'm nervous. I feel like at least for Loch Madan, I know where the dangerous trucks are. I'm not gonna go wandering up that hill into those Trogcasters again. I don't think. Maybe I learned.
How are you?
Okay.
Have a good one.
Hello. Need help?
Should clear up the bag slot for that.
the Alliance.
I'm so close to 12. Do I want to train anything at 12? Like, because if I do, I probably shouldn't go too super far from town. 12 is when you get health funnel and a new rank of Shadow Bolt, and that's nice, but I don't know if it's like mandatory. I think we can afford to go to the east part of the zone. Splitting my time between Lockman and Westfall. Ran out of quests that are my level in Lockman Inn. Yeah, I've been bridging, or at least on my hunter, I did a lot of gap bridging between quests with, I did a lot of gap bridging with just grinding. Like, I would find a nice camp of humanoids that I felt like I was reasonably safe to grind, and I would just set up camp there and put on some, you know, well, not really put on music, listen to the game music, have the cat on my lap, set up for a bit, because it's a good way to make your gold back as well. I really want 13 for the new wand. What are your opinions of 10.2? As a warlock main, I'm changing classes. I definitely haven't looked at class changes. I usually don't. I try not to worry too much about class changes, even when they are to my class, because, you know, they come and go. And I can usually find a way to have fun no matter what state the class is in. But the new zone looks great. The dungeon pool sounds fun. I'm excited to have a dungeon pool where Dawn of the Infinites is really the only Dragonflight dungeons that are in there. I want to see the Everbloom again. I'm hoping that the skip's not a thing. I think it won't be. We'll see. I'm currently using the Lesser Magic Wand. It's pretty strong DPS, but the Greater Magic Wand's definitely like a huge jump up in DPS. Throne of Tides I'm excited for. It seems like I am the only one. I love that dungeon in Kata. I think it'll be more fun than people are making it out to be when it does come out, but it's going to be kind of a wait and see for a lot of people. New sets look cool, especially the outdoor ones. Are there any answers yet as to why we're fighting the new raid boss? It's just doing its job. I wonder if somebody asked that in an interview. Oh, I like Waycrest. I get lost in there. I would like maybe some glowing floor markers to point me towards the direction of where it is that I'm going, because I never know upstairs, downstairs. You know, I get turned around a bunch, but I think the bosses are really cool. That Voidwalker name is awesome. Thank you. I think so too. Enjoy dungeons that change routes each time. I just don't know where to go. Hot take: Shadowlands had the best dungeons for Mythic Plus. I think I'm almost with you. Oh no. I'm almost with you on that one. I like the Shadowlands dungeons a lot. There were like some pain points, and I wish we hadn't been in them for as long as we were. I think I just did a lot of Mythic Plus in Shadowlands, so I kind of saw them a bit too much. I like the Dragonflight model of rotating them a lot better. Normal raid bosses are testing us. We're not actually killing them. Oh, that's good. That's a nice excuse. I prefer that to the they got corrupted thing. I feel like we've seen the corrupted storyline more than twice.
King's honor, friend.
All right, let me see if I can not get myself murdered by Murlocs. We need the linen goods and the bundle of trouble one, and then we can just kind of like do laps around this lake. There should be some gnolls up on the north end. Wouldn't mind some Wrath dungeons. Worried about the flying and raid. Hope it isn't like a Malagos 2.0. My first thought is like, this is going to be Sylvanas Chains, but on dragons. Like, I don't like travel sequences in boss fights, but maybe I'm just no fun. I don't know.
Well met.
I'm skeptical. I'll see. It's one fight. It's not like it's going to ruin the whole raid for me, even if I do hate it. Tazvesh was unbelievable. Did straight 15s for fun, even after Keystone Master. What do you think of the Mythic Plus dungeons they're doing for Season 3? I think they look cool. I'm excited for it. I can't really point to any of them and be like, I don't want that dungeon. I'm glad that whoever thought Siege of Borealis was happening was wrong. I had a few people in stream being like, no, it's confirmed, it's confirmed. And I'm glad that Siege of Borealis is not on the list, because I don't want to see it again yet. I'm not ready. Alright, level 10 wolves. Gotta be a little more careful. These are spicier than the level 7 ones. Siege was unfun. Never want to see that one. See, now I feel like I want to say something good about Siege, just to devil's advocate. I don't know. I didn't like it. I just didn't learn it. I didn't learn it fast enough. I put it off for too long because it took unlocking. It was like you needed to attune to it or something. You had to do some quests. I don't know. It wasn't a default unlock in BFA, and I just procrastinated that so long that I didn't really learn it when everybody else was learning it. So by the time I got around to doing it, everybody else knew it but me in my groups, and I felt very behind. Through my own fault. Not blaming anyone for that. That was a me problem, but... Bosses are pug killers. I also struggled with specifically the boss where you have to kite him around the room and like through the stuff. I can't kite bosses, especially in, I was going to say round rooms, but I can't kite them in square rooms either. I get myself cornered. I'm fundamentally not very good at kiting. It's never been a strength of mine in this game. And I would frequently get myself cornered on that boss and be like, oh geez, I have no plan. Sassmaster Flex, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. I'm happy. I got like a nice big spread of quests. I have some somewhat level appropriate mobs that are somewhat spread out. Feeling pretty safe. I'm not going to really mess with the Murlocs yet. I'm going to leave the Murlocs alone and kind of go wide around those until I'm like level kind of 14-ish. There's no need to be doing that just now. Corpses on the ground. I wonder how long corpses last in classic hardcore, because you see them and they've like been there. Like you'll pass the same body multiple times. What feels like hours apart. I don't know if it's actually hours apart. I said I'd leave the Murlocs alone and look at me lying. That one's he's separated from the pack. Oh, I see. The armor scroll is exclusive with the defense file. I see. So that quest right there, that's the Murloc thing. So we're going to go around that. We're just looking for bundles of wood, and then we can get into maybe the wizards. The wizards are pretty spread out, but they are casters, so you got to watch it a little bit. We can eat, though, because we have lots of... we made lots of spiced wolf meat. Skull Rock, too. For hardcore. I want Motherlode to be one of the BFA dungeons. Mechagon was also good. Didn't we have Mechagon come back at like the end of Shadowlands? Wasn't that one of the... Are you okay? Oh, he's level 11. He's fine. I get nervous when I see people surrounded by big packs of stuff. Yeah, no, I should, yeah, sure. You can, add in a Skull Rock for that. Thank you. Meowdy, everybody. Hello. Warlock seems comfy. It's certainly a lot comfier once you get your Voidwalker. It's, although, you know, woe to the Warlock who thinks they're safe. We have a Hailstone locked in Lotus, and that's good. What level are you? You're 11 too. Okay. All right. I'll believe. I'll stop babysitting random passersby. It's not like I don't get myself into scrapes too. Bears and wolves down the hill? Okay. I wanna kind of loop around and look for wood, and then maybe go in and do some of the mages. Get some of those linen scraps. I remember every time I do this quest, I have a tendency to get lots of wood up here. All of the prowlers done long before I have like a single forest bear killed. Copper. Copper is funding quite a few things for me right now. General chat active? Not wildly so. People are asking for groups for dungeons, or for group quests right now. Someone's asking for a princess quest, somebody's asking for Hogger. Outside of that, maybe not. Not wildly, kind of off and on. Silk chocolate almond milk makes uni just a little bit better. I used to bring back little chocolate milk jugs when I was in school. It would take up like a third of my tiny fridge. Ooh, okay. So these are casters and they're level 10. I forgot. Also, I always forget to get I get one piece of copper off of a node and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. See ya. We're not done. Still not done. Somebody in general is like, 2 bag drops at level 3, and someone else is like, that's crazy luck. And I'm just looking at my 3 bag drops that I had. Okay, I want this one. I'm choosing not to really use Shadow Bolt as a filler even when I do have mana for it. Because my wand does basically... My wand does such damage that I'd rather just spend my mana on dots and emergencies. Wizards are scary with their frost bolts. Yeah, we'll want to be careful here for sure. I'm not going to go into the middle, even if there's a battered chest. I won't do it. I promise. I see copper. I want it. Oh, he resisted my immolate. Weird. Yeah, those do hurt. 23 damage I took from that. What if there are 2 battered chests? There could be. I've seen him spawn on those rocks there. I need to loot that one, but I want this first. I never did eat my meat. I think I forgot to eat my spicy wolf meat. I sat down to do it. I consumed one. I did not let the buff finish. I'm bad for that. Happy belated birthday, Hazel. Thank you, Saber. Dwarf died at level 5. Not girl. Hello, Hazel. How is Classic HC? I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm on a roll with my new warlock. It's a second chance and we're doing some things differently. Let's kind of peel back to the outskirts again. The warlock has that RNGesus touch. This is the chosen one. I did not spend my talent point. I did not. I forgot. I think I'm gonna be a bit cocky and I'm gonna take a corruption one. Pardon me. What if I'm allergic to cats? I have started putting points into the stamina, and I will continue doing that, but I think I'm doing enough corruption that might feel nice to get him out a little faster. Plus, it's so fun having your pet abilities keybound because you can literally press them and have them go off while you're mid-cast for something else. It's super nice. You could be busy, you could be herbing, you could be skinning, you can be casting like a dot, like a corruption or something. And if your pet's in range and they can do it, your keybind for it, your macro for it will totally work. It takes a bit of practice to not treat it as the same GCD in your head, but it's so handy if you have it. I am going to make sure that I don't swim to shore in the middle of a Murloc camp. I think I can kill a few Murlocs. I do not think I can kill all of them. There's a few. Somebody is working on... There is a chest over there. Is that one being pulled by somebody? I can't tell. They must be aggroed. Oh, yeah. Here, I'm just going to pull wizards. I'm not going to go for the chest. I'm going to let somebody else have one for once. Show the macro? It's just /cast torment. That's all it is. I have a show tooltip and then a /cast torment, and then I unclick it so it doesn't auto cast on my Voidwalker, and then I can just use it as one of my own abilities. You can make them for all of your pet abilities, like even hunter pets can do it. Oh no, let's do this one. Let's do this one. And it will automatically use the highest rank that you have learned if you do that. So you don't need to update it for every rank or anything like that. It'll use whatever the highest rank that you know. Like having target of target enabled. Mm-hmm. You can also queue it up a little bit before they get in range, and they'll use it as soon as they get close enough. But I don't like using that because I feel like it didn't work, and then I ended up spamming it and getting uncomfortable. How are we doing? Linen bandanas. That's the last one. Nice. Okay. So, there are Murlocs there. Ooh, there's copper over here. Don't mind if I do. I have one empty bag slot still. I could save up some silver and buy bags, but I think I'm gonna like wait a bit longer and save up even more silver and go for silk bags. They were like sort of in the 30 to 50 silver range last I checked, and if you could get like a whole lineup of those, that would be good. That's a lot of copper ore. Alright, we're breathing. I guess I can pick up the quest. There's no harm in picking up the Murloc quest, right? It's not like I'm gonna want to do it. Actually, they have you turn it in first anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one. That one. That's a dangerous turn in. Oh, look, a kitty cat.
Hooray!
Good luck. No emote sounds, man. I need 4 more wood bundles. When's the next spell I'm really excited about? I think Recklessness will be really nice to have for if I eventually go back and start doing those null quests I missed. It does make them hit harder, but they get a lot less armor and they won't flee. You also can't fear them, but being able to make a melee humanoid mob stay in melee seems like super, super good. when you're worried about it just like tearing off and pulling other stuff before you can kill it. Forgot how primitive the drain life spell effect looked. That one's drains soul. The drain life looks green, but also very primitive. They're both pretty. You're right. You're totally right. They're very early animations. They're kind of nostalgic though. I want to vendor that one and that. I'll keep the cloth, leather bracers. I keep forgetting now to use the those rockets. I know they're good, but like,
See you around.
no emergency is good enough for me apparently. I am no longer an evoker main. I'm switching back to Holy Priest. I'm quitting. The legendary didn't drop and I got sick of farming for it. I didn't even want, like, I got to a point where I was kind of hoping it didn't drop because I didn't really want to like grind out the items and stuff that you need to put it together. I'm gonna be a priest again. I'm excited. Reckless is great for fear ping pong. I'm gonna be so tempted to go do the Murloc thing. I'm level 12 now. That's pretty close, right? Oh, it's noon. When did it become 12? I just got the battery low. I wonder if it got picked up in the mic. I got the battery low warning on my earbuds, and I was like, it's too early for it to be low battery. That can't possibly be right. Do it, I dare you. It's a bold choice for somebody who voted that I would live. Started watching Hazel's HC streams, which attempt? I've only died once, but I have a few different characters because I can't stick to one. I've only died the once. I have a level 25 hunter. This warlock is currently level 12. I also have an extra level 12 hunter for reasons. But the one death was on a warlock, and she was level 15 at the time, and I'm feeling inspired to redeem that mistake. So they're level like, no, some of those are level 10. I'm not going anywhere near that. I'm just here for the wood off the trees. I'm just here to get some, to get 2 more bundles of wood. Ooh, level 33. Their last words were, I just like the leveling. And I hope that's true. I hope it was worth it. I believe in Hellgrave. You? Less so. Oh. Yeah, I was finding Hunter felt quite a bit safer than Hunter was feeling quite a bit safer than Warlock was to me. And not to say that I can't get myself killed by Hunter. I'm sure I certainly can, but okay. 9 more bag slots. I think the thing I'm looking forward to most in this character is in 1 more level, I get to wear the Greater Magic Wand, and my wand is going to go from good to, like, nuts. Having a Greater Magic Wand right at level 13 does so much damage. I feel like I killed... No, I didn't kill that bear. I was going to say, how did I leave a leather there? Just sitting on the ground. Alright, I need to wrap up soon, but that means I have to stop playing. One more bundle of wood. There it is. All day stream, all day stream. So many things to do.
All right. Off I go then.
Greetings.
3 silver for that. And then I think quest-wise, one more Prowler Bears. That's sending me to Westfall. We're gonna untrack that. I think trying to send characters into Westfall at level 10 is a prank. I think that's absolute bait. We'll do the Murloc thing some other time. I think if I make my way back to town kinda slowly... my Hearthstone is off cooldown. Because we're gonna come back out here again after we get that good wand. I think at 13 I should be okay to do the Murloc thing. Don't know how some streamers go 9 hours. I certainly haven't ever had that level of stamina. I'm nice and comfy with my 3. I think I'm making excuses. I should probably wrap up. I have 23 more copper I can sell. You make so much gold just gathering. I'm pretty happy with my... I was gonna do tailoring again, and crafting is fun, but I'll just take my crafting energy out on cooking. It'll be fine. We can just craft food, and then buy gear and buy consumes. I should spend some of my gold actually to buy like a nice little set, a little flight, if you will, of alchemy crafts, like a little thing of some lesser troll's blood and some more defense files. I guess I am carrying around 4 of them. I just haven't been using them. Seems like you want to keep going. I have a really hard time putting down Hardcore Classic. There's always something else that you want to do that's like right around the corner. And especially when you have skinning, there's always free money just like sitting on the ground. That's copper that you get to keep. It's copper that you need to train your abilities. I'm trying not to be an ore thief. I'm trying to leave it to whoever got to it first. I want bears. Ooh, there's a bear. Go get him. Hellgrave, attack. I feel like the music stopped. Something bad about to happen. What if I decided to set up camp at the pumpkin patch and assist other young warlocks with their quest to pay it forward? Retail way too much to do. Makes me glaze over, log out. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, that's a good amount. Are you okay? Here, I wanna... There we go, he's tagged it. Tank princess! Tank princess! Oh, that's a level 8 paladin doing that solo! He's bubbled. Okay, he's alright, he's alright. Headphones dying? Oh yeah, they did. That's probably what happened. You can just set up camp here at the pumpkin patch and just like save people from dying to the pigs. Any benefit to joining a guild? Keep spamming? It would be like another way to kind of source groups and stuff, but I've chosen to stay guildless. I prefer to have it be a little quieter in most of my characters. Oh, bud. Alright, we're gonna grab that one. I'm so scared for that paladin. And then I'm gonna finish that one. His name is 16th Guy, and I'm hoping that's not the person's 16th attempt. Holy moly. Do I have any scrolls on me I can use on him? Did the new Night Elf and Forsaken Questlines? Awesome. Highly recommend. I did them earlier on this week on stream for the armor. The sets are beautiful. I think it's really fun to help people when you see them in the world in kind of like a sketchy pole. It's so funny to me how short paladin buffs are too. They throw up a buff and it's like 5 minutes. It's gonna fall off while you're still en route to places. Any bears? Maybe 2 more bears? Just to have them done for next time. Shaman weapon buffs too. Mm-hmm. Don't get why they designed it like that. Are they stronger than everybody else's buffs? Is the idea that they're shorter because they're like really good buffs? They wanted the buffing to be more of your active playstyle? I don't know. It is strange. I think there are good reasons that it wasn't kept like that. Coffee Cake, what a sick name. Rest in peace. Made it to level 11, died to Morgan the Collector, which is one of the mobs in the hut where the warlock quest is. Alright, that was our last bear. Let's go back. Let's heart the town. Let's post some stuff on the auction house and maybe wrap up for the day. Thanks, Sailor Moody. Oh, it's just so fun though. I do want to stream retail and do some pre-setup to get my main ready for next season. But it's hard to walk away from hardcore. It's hard to just put this down. It's just so fun. In any case, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I had a wonderful Saturday morning stream. Thanks for making it so special. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.